Hey, what's up everybody, Nexel here. Today we are playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, waiting for the 3.4.0 update. We've got quite a few notices dropping down by us. So we have a few more minutes left. We have 7 minutes left. So we're going to wait here and just kind of bide our time until the actual update drops. So right now it's more or less kind of an open conversation about what's everyone up to, what everyone is looking forward to going into update 3.4.0, and kind of seeing how this all works out. I was kind of skeptical about the Moogle Shop at first, I'll be honest, but it's a plus minus kind of thing. Like, I have a lot of feelings and thoughts on the stuff that's going on, but I'm looking forward to seeing how it's all implemented and then going from there. So AZ Fox, how am I doing? I'm doing okay. I just had some pizza. I just watched a little bit of anime getting ready for this. And I'm good to go. Once the notice drops, we're gonna like look at all the things and kind of take a gander at what's coming up, what's happening really. I'm looking forward to being able to upgrade my stained glass medals. I would be if I had multiple copies. So I still think I need 5 copies of each one, because I think I fused them all to give traits to my previous ones. So number 2 is one of my oldest and my favorites. That is a nice one. It was back in the day, it was one of the few answers to reverse medals. The Moogle Shop looks interesting too. Yes, it does, but I have thoughts on it. I have different thoughts on it. Like the trades thing is the thing I think that bothers me the most. Because it's like, it's a plus and a minus thing. So if you're like pay to play, it works out in your favor, because all you gotta do is just drop money and buy whatever you want. But like, that's also like my main gripe with it, is that you have to drop like real money, because 5,000 jewels is 50 like real US dollars. You know what I mean? I used to have copies. I'd have kept them if I knew this medal was going to get an upgrade. Yeah, I wish they kind of let us know at least like a few weeks in advance, like 2 or 3 weeks in advance. Be like, oh, this medal's about to be upgraded to Supernova Plus. If you pull it from like the draw tickets or whatever, hold on to them for a little bit. Yeah, I had a bunch of copies before of the stained glass medals. All right, looks like we're still under server maintenance. Jason, I wanted to chase stained glass too, but the fact that they last 4 days has mixed vibes. It's only 4 days. That's garbage. If a banner doesn't have minimum 7 days, it's bait. That's my general rule of thumb, is that if it's not around for a week, it means that they want you to spend money on it. Like that Terra, Ventus, and Aqua that came out. So they dropped that for 3 days, and I was like, this is garbage. This is bait. This is super bait. So I don't pull unless there's like a 7-day minimum, because that's when you know the medal's good and it's probably going to last a while, if they give you time to buy it. Like, if they give you more time to collect jewels, if you're short to buy like 2 weekly VIPs, if they keep it around for that long, it means that they want to like promote it. You know what I mean? But these flash sale things, I'm not a big fan. Ruben, can't watch the stream, gotta go to work in 5 minutes. It's 8:25 a.m. here. Oof, no worries, bud. This will be up. This will be up once we're done. I'll be streaming until the end of the raid hour, which is in 4 hours. So I'm going to try my best to stay up, but I really want a good Sora and Riku soon. I really, really want that to have ground, aerial, extra attack. I have 2k strength on it as the pet trait, so then another one, another 2k strength would be awesome. And I don't want to pay for the freaking traits for it. 4 more minutes. I may avoid the banner and want to get copies naturally. Jason, yeah, for my original, it got air, ground, and double cast. I need to pull for only 3 more. Perfect. That's great. That is amazing. But see, the thing is, my feelings on the stained glass medals is that we're all talking about this new Kairi. And then there's this flash sale on stained glasses, meaning that they're about to get replaced by something. So my thought is that they're going to drop the new Kairi or Xion in the next like month or 2, probably like December if I had to guess. And then it's just like the stained glass becomes like okay. It would be good if they increase the buff cap to like 20 or something, or to like 25, because stained glasses can increase, they don't overwrite. So I think it'd be good if they had stained glass and then also increase the buff cap. But we'll see how that works out. That's probably gonna be like version 4.0.0. which nobody knows how long that's going to be away for. Also, man, I'm sorry I was kind of late because I didn't know how to operate YouTube's new, like, live system. Like, I can't even find my link so that I could post it on pages and stuff. Maybe I could just pull it off the Discord, actually. Now that I think about it, I could just pull off the Discord. Let's see. Because I have a channel on my Discord that specifically says when I'm about to go live. Let me make sure I muted my volume so it doesn't so that it doesn't just blow up the screen. YouTube's new like live. Because I feel like YouTubing is like weird because then I hear my own voice and I'm just like, oh gosh, why is this happening? Alright, I just gotta make this post real quick. And then we're good to go. Let me see what the thumbnail is. Okay, the thumbnail is the maintenance screen. Alright, 1 more minute. It's like counting down to Christmas. Jason, okay, even if the new Kairi, please no, does come out, I don't feel the entire mood. Wait. Does come out. I don't feel the entire mood to see most likely VIP Mercy as usual. You know what? I think if a new Kairi drops, it should be an everybody Mercy. Like, I think it'd be ridiculous. Or at the very least, they need to drop it simultaneously with, like, I don't know, like a Kingdom Hearts 3 Kairi with extra attack, something like that. Because the new Kairi usually always, like, ends up being some crazy buffer, and then you have to do some sort of weird tricks to make it work out. Like, before, when the new, like, not the newest Kairi, not Kairi B, Kairi A, when Kingdom Hearts 3 Kairi A dropped, people were trying to compensate really badly by using Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi EX Plus on top of a stained glass medal to bring that strength trait up to 15, and then they had to do some weird finagling to make it minus 15 defense. But I'm expecting a new Kairi in, like, December. Because that's when Kingdom Hearts 3 Kairi A came out last December. So I wouldn't be surprised if a new one came out this upcoming December. I think we should be live now, right? Oh, yeah. Let's do the download. Okay. Time to play the Heartless Crushing game. The one that I'm looking... So whenever I do this, there's always one particular set that I'm looking for. And it's when just that row of Heartless just pop up at the bottom. But it's like... I think you have to pass a certain number of these, like these mini ones, until that one even shows up. I actually don't know if it's random. I don't get caught on this download screen enough times to know. Oh gosh, no. No, wait. Just give me the one with the row of Heartless. Ah! There's like one where there's a row of Heartless, and then there's one where there's a row of them running across the screen on the bottom. And either of those two, I'd be perfectly okay with. There we go. Oh no, that one thought it could escape. Alright, I'm satisfied with this download screen. If we can get the one where they're all running across the bottom, that'd be pretty sweet. It's like I can't play this game and allow the download to go off at the same time. Alright, here we go. Yeah, it's like playing the game also kind of messes it up a little bit. Keep in mind, though, that it is still actually technically the 19th in the California time zone in Pacific Standard Time. What? Wait a minute. What? Proud Plus quests are ending. Before complete blah blah blah. Complete tutorial. What is this? Wait. We just did the beginner missions in the following manner with the update on September 19th. Before, complete Proud Quest, all attributes ×1. After, complete the tutorial. Oh, was it just like a typo? I can't tell if it was just a typo. I actually don't know what this one was about. Anyways, version 3.4.0 update. So let's see. We got the Moogle Shop where you can purchase items for jewels, which we already knew. Passive skills. Let's talk about it for the people that like weren't on the last stream. So get limited time items and special items you can only get when you purchase Jewel Box Plus. That's the weekly VIP. For some reason, I thought that was the $100 one. I was like, yikes. Passive skills, unlock passive skills based on your Lux levels. So if I remember correctly, yeah, at Lux level 800, which there's only one guy I know at there, you get the passive abilities of all metal strength being plus 3,000, defense plus being plus 3,000, HP plus 5,000, which is almost double what it's currently at, which is crazy. Special attack gauge plus 3, plus or minus. It's mainly for like reverse Keyblades, I feel like. Passive skills for Keyblade levels. So this is really what like people were looking for in terms of the Keyblades, because it's like after a certain point, leveling up your Keyblade takes a lot of resources without a lot of benefit. So it looks like I have to start leveling up my Keyblades past level 35. Metal fusion improvement, which is where you can fuse a metal and then just throw all the chips and dales, throw all the magic mirrors, everything you need to bring it up to max level, which is actually really convenient. Speed feature in Union Cross, so now we can double speed Union Cross, which is pretty sweet. Adjustments to sub-slot modifiers. So this is the big thing here, especially for the rest of the month, because we got boosters for the mono Keyblades, and on top of that, the sub-slots for monocolored Keyblades are going to be times 1.5 the multiplier. So we'll see, or I'm sorry, times 1.6 the multiplier. So we'll see how that looks after we log in. Maximum Lux level is now 850. Increase in metal storage. So now we can do 3,000 versus 2,000. And then there is a metal storage sale from September 19th, which is right now, to October 23rd. Wow. Okay. So I would definitely recommend people do this storage thing, because like storage gets really tight down the line, and with all the revival medals, with all the ones where they bring them back as Supernova Plus, you want to keep as many copies of that separate so that you can use your Fantasia Mickey B's, your Mickey Brooms, that's the same thing, magic mirrors, your fairies, your tier 4, tier 8, whatever blue fairies. You save all of that, and then you get to bring that metal from regular to Supernova. So having this metal storage increase is really, really big, because then it allows you to keep those metals separate. So that's really important in my opinion. Addressed issues. Oh, yeah. Addressed an issue with Reflect. Wait, is that in the notices? Yeah, here we go. Okay. This issue was addressed with the update. Everyone got 3,000 jewels. Pretty sweet stuff. It was, what was it, like the bosses wouldn't... Wait, hang on. Let's take a look at this. So this was addressed June 27th. When reflecting damage over 2,100,000,000, the reflected damage would only deal a maximum of 2,100,000,000. You know, if you're getting smacked with that, like, that's... that's a lot of damage. In PvP mode, when your combo 1 is reflected by a player simultaneously acting a reflect and a defense boost skill, the reflected combo 1 damage is not lowered by the defense boost skill. That was something that I believe Damo talked about in one of his videos. It was like a pretty, like, it was a really good analysis video. And everyone got 3,000 jewels. Pretty sweet stuff. Let's see. Oh my gosh, and then we get another 3,000 jewels later. That's pretty sweet. That's actually really, really cool. So we got 3,000 for the original reflect problem, and now we're getting another 3,000 for raid bosses not reflecting. Oh, that's pretty good. Regarding the union ranking error. What is this? We have confirmed an error in the union ranking where the Lux number will be out of bounds after a certain amount. Okay, so this is that 1 week where Vulpes was at like 10 gajillion Lux, and it bumped all the numbers down, so it only read it as like 10 billion. And everyone was like, hey, wait a minute, Vulpix ranks like the least? Vulpix. We're not playing Pokemon. Vulpes ranked the lowest, technically, because it's like that's how the numbers were displayed, but it was really like Vulpes hit 10 gajillion. I don't even know if that's a real number. 10 trillion? 10 trillion is probably the real number. It was like when Vulpes hit 10 trillion Lux, but because it was like the number of characters in the login page was not enough, so it bumped it like 3 whole digits down, so it read as 10 billion. Was it 10 billion? Was it 10 trillion? Man, I don't even know. The numbers are like really, really big. But let's see. So everyone's getting 300 jewels. Okay, that's not a problem. It doesn't change the Lux rankings. Story quest update. Oh my gosh, thank goodness. We finally get to upgrade the bad guy breaker. Good gravy. All right, so today, what are we doing? Well, it looks like we didn't get the Leviathan quest, the September Big Bonus Challenge. We didn't get the stained glass medals? I thought we were getting the stained glass medals today. Maybe I updated the notices too fast. All right, let's hop in. Doesn't look like anything's changed. New Moogle Shop. All right, let's take a quick screenshot of that. Passive effects. We just talked about that. All right, so first things first, let's do our pet training. Oh, sad feels. The 5 metal one went away. It's okay. I did my repeat trainings like right at login yesterday. Or right at like the turn of the day. Which ones do we want to trade? Our Amber finally got strength plus 2,000, so we're good there. Sora and Riku's got strength plus 2,000. Let's use ultimate form Sora. And I think our Ava yesterday just got strength plus 2,000. Oh, so good. And then let's see. Let's do Kairi B. Because if we could get an 100% resist on Kairi B, that'd be pretty good. All right. We need strength plus 2,000 on this ultimate form Sora, though. Dang. HP plus 600. Not what we're looking for. All right, so we'll skip here. And then let's see what our Kairi B gets. If she can get, like, poison plus 100% resist. Ah, rage 30. Okay. Now we're looking for either. No worries. So we will skip this. And then let's see what else. Let's double check our notices because I don't know if I missed it or if I misread them. Yeah, it looks like we didn't get the stained glass or anything like that. So maybe I just misread the tweet when it dropped. Okay. No worries. Let's see. So let's go to quests. So it looks like I got an update. When is this Keyblade War thing coming out? Hang on. Let's see. Let's check the Twitter. Because I thought that was supposed to be today. Or is it going to be some weird time like in the morning? Oh! Jason, you're right. It comes out the 20th, but we're still 30 minutes before that. You are absolutely correct, my friend. You are so smart. All right. But let's go ahead and do the story quest. Why not? We've got a few minutes to burn here. Yeah, my bad. I run in a different time zone, so it's already like the 20th here. Let's see. Alisa, what's up? How's it hanging? All right, so let's go ahead and run through our story quests. We want to change our costume. I like going through the story quests in like my favorite costume. This sort of looks like me. Right? Minus the lack of eyebrows, I guess. All right. Or at least like really thin eyebrows. All right, so let's hop in here and let's do our story quest while we're waiting. They cost 0 AP. So let's go in. And then let's grab our Starlight. Oh, this is a bad Starlight setup. Oh my gosh, wait, we gotta fix this. All right, so what we want is... Let's do Ultimate Form. Let's do Angelic Amber. Let's do... It's like I want to put Kairi B in that first slot. But we'd only get the Supernova buff once. So let's put our Aqua here. And what do we have in the upright green department? Nothing good, that's for sure. Oh boy. Maybe I should have pulled for Gula because my speed setups stink. Alright, let's put Kairi B here, why not? And then what's our Envy without a skill right now? Let's do... We need an upright medal because we have Ultimate Form Sora. Why not? They're story quests. They shouldn't be hard. I hope. So we got 15 minutes to do these. And then what else did I say we're doing during this stream? So we are doing Keyblade War Part 2, New Story, and Hades Paradox Cup. Okay. So we're doing all that. On top of 2 hours, we're going to be raiding. So let's go ahead and hop in our new story. Oh, someone logged in. Someone is already doing these. All right, let's do this. Let's grab UFO Sora. Oh, the juicy multipliers. I got to double check that. Okay. But let's take a look at this story quest. I actually really love Wreck-It Ralph, so I'm really looking forward to this. Oh, that's mean. I love Ralph. Alright, what's our objectives? I probably should have looked at this first. Open 3 treasure chests, defeat all enemies in 1 turn, complete without having to continue. Alright, so we gotta look at how sweet this world is. This little bricky looking world. There's probably, oh, there's one chest. There's a shadow there that we gotta take out. There's probably another chest on top of the penthouse. Yeah, I can't even imagine what the Mono Blades multiplier is gonna be. I totally forgot to look at that. Alright, so up here. Come on, up we go. Up, up. I love just hopping around like Fix-It Felix, though. That's actually pretty sweet. All right, there's the second one. Is there a trick? No, there's no trick. Can we hop down all the way to the bottom? Oh, no, we can't. Okay, no worries. Let's take out the soldier. Matt, yes, it is a stream today because we got an update. So I feel like I had to. It was within my nature to stream when we get an update. Also, I have the day off tomorrow, which is pretty sweet. The day off. I'm working on stuff. But yeah, so I have tonight to stream. I don't have to be anywhere super early tomorrow. And then I get to work the rest of the day pretty much. I get to work from home. It's a beautiful feeling being able to work from home. All right, let's see. And then lots of enemies, lots of scattered enemies all over this place. Is there any more? Is there like something hidden in a corner? All right, cool. You know, really thinking on it, though, the Starlight's really cool. I think it's really cool. The only problem that I have with it is that it looks like a Christmas tree. Which is, I guess, not a problem. Whoa, that all popped up real fast. But yeah, it's not a problem. It's just like, boom. Here's like, it's like the wrapping around the Keyblade. Reminds me of a Christmas tree. Oh, he's not there. Hey, don't depict Ralph wrong. He wasn't mad going up there. There's such a funny answer to this. You could be like, the game didn't let me talk for the first 2 years. There was one time where your character speaks to Master Era, and it's the funniest thing. Because everyone's mind was freaking blown. Alright, let's take a look at these juicy multipliers. Oh my gosh! It's like, before the end of the month, I want this to be 10. This one's so close. It's only 0.06 away. Oh, here we go. Oh, we get the 10 tier. Oh my gosh, this is just nasty. Oh my goodness. A times 10 multiplier. Coliseum's gonna be fun this month. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's just so sick. But it's probably the last time we're gonna get it. But that's fine. Actually, let's take a quick screenshot of it. That's pretty sweet that we got a times 10 multiplier. Boop. Alright. So let's hop in. It looks like we have to use the Olympia Keyblade. I wonder what the multipliers for that one are looking like now. Because it's like times 1.2 in comparison to the tricolored. Wow. Okay, so it brings that last slot up for me to at least a 6.4, which is, if we compare it to our fairy stars, 6.8. Yeah, that's pretty significant. That is really significant. Yeah, the multipliers are some nasty looking stuff right now. But that's good. I like how they leveled it out. I like how they did their research. And then they're just like, okay, well, we should probably not break the game entirely. So I'm glad that that was the decision they made. Let's do this. Let's Axel there. Ultimate Form Sora on the 3rd slot. What do we have for Upright Red? We have really bad... If I had Era, he'd go right here for sure. If we had Era. Let's put Youth in White. And then let's wrap it all up with... We're getting the Upright Multiplier from the... I would put Ava here, ideally, but I'm waiting until I buy the Avatar board so I can give her a skill. So we'll put the Aqua there for now. Jason. Meanwhile, PvP damage output will be disgusting. Yeah. Like, what's on there right now? I think it's... So it's Counterpoint, Missing Ache. What was the last one? And Starlight. So Starlight's going to be everyone's weakest Keyblade right now because of the boosters. All right, here we go. Second quest. How much time do we have? Oh boy, 10 minutes. Okay. Complete without having to continue. Defeat all the enemies in one turn. All right, this should be a cinch. Run. All right, let's take out this Dark Ball. Armored Knight. Large body with an Armored Knight. You know, sometimes I recite these Heartless names, and I'm just like, you've been playing this game too long. You've been doing this far too long. Happy, what is it, 17th anniversary to Kingdom Hearts 1 like 2 days ago? Up. There we go. Any trap enemies? No, okay. Alright, good stuff. 10 minutes to finish up these story quests, and then we hop into Keyblade War Part 2, because I don't want spoilers. I don't want to see anything on the internet. There are going to be people posting on the Facebook pages, and like everyone's given up on spoiler alerts. We still get money for these, but they didn't repurpose them for the jewels, for the Moogle thing, which we should probably check out too. Right? The story quest can wait, because I feel like nobody's in a rush to do story quests. Where is this Moogle Shop thing? I totally missed it in the menu. Like when it popped up at first. It's probably on the homepage. There's like probably some button. But yeah, let's check it out real quick. Because the story quests are like nice, but everyone's going to be doing them, you know? My videos are hopefully for analytical purposes. Alright, Moogle Shop. Let's take a gander. So, I can do Strength plus 1,000 3 times. I think, so these are because I bought VIP. These are unlocked because I have VIP. And we can buy gauges. We can buy these for 5,000 each. So how does this work? So we click here, select a metal. What metal do I have needs extra attack? I'm not going to buy 5,000, but I just want to see how it all works. Let's see. Sora and Riku, how you hurt me so. Yeah, this is definitely a neat feature, especially if like you almost had perfect traits on something and then you just needed one more to squeeze it out. But 5,000 jewels is really, really hefty. Like the only time I'd recommend this is if literally you're right at the edge of having a perfect medal and then you need like maybe one more, like just one more to complete it. Like right now I need ground and extra attack, but that would cost me 10,000 jewels. That is more than halfway through a mercy pull, so I don't know how I feel about it. Especially like since I've converted to like maybe a VIP every once in a while thing, like man, that's a lot of jewels. That is asking quite a bit for 5,000. And then if you want a perfectly traded medal, all it is you get the medal once, then you throw a few random traits on there. If you don't get perfect ones, you can spend up to, what is it, 25,000 jewels to get a perfect medal. That's crazy. They should have made it like 3,000 or something. 5,000 is like really, really high. But I was explaining this to someone. So if you get VIP, that's already 4,400. And then if you buy Jewel Box E, which is the $100 one, you're getting double the daily quest jewels. So like paying in $100 at the beginning of the month plus 15 every week. it makes it a lot more obtainable to spend 5,000 jewels on traits. So it's a very whaley society that I've never been a fan of. Like, not me personally. It's a video game. Like, what happened to video games being good straight out of the box? Alright, so a magic broom is ×5, so as long as you have a Fantasia Mickey A, you've got a Mickey and broom right there. Don't ever buy magic mirrors. Don't ever buy these. Like, they're super easily obtainable right now. Unless they remove them from Union Cross and from, like, raids and stuff, don't ever buy this. I'd even argue never buy this. And don't ever buy this, for sure. Oh my gosh. This might be worth buying. Depends on how you play your game. Like, if you don't play a lot, or if you don't, like, complete the quests all the time, this could be worth it for leveling up purposes, because it takes 20 of these, I think, to bring up a 7-star from level 1 to level 120. So, I wouldn't recommend it, because you can earn these, but, I wouldn't recommend it because you can earn them. But if you're in a quick fix, you know, you just got a medal, you needed to complete a quest within the next week, I could understand. Chips ×20 and Dale ×20. I believe that is, so this brings up a Supernova plus 3,000. So buying one of these does, like, pretty much everything you needed to. But again, you can earn these. And in general, don't spend jewels on things that you can earn, because that's just a time thing, you know what I mean? Like, it's a very whaley thing to buy farmable resources because you just don't feel like doing quests, you know? It's kind of a lazy response. I like this because this should always be available to players, especially new ones. Because again, I say this over and over, the most important thing that can help you level up your game really, really quickly, especially as a beginner, is getting your Keyblades up to level 30. That is such a crucial element. Like, my free-to-play account, while I've been on there for multiple days and done multiple quests, the Keyblades are still at level 1. And it's really preventing me from passing quests. So having Keyblades at level 35 is pretty important. Mithril Shards, again, you can earn these through story quests. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. So the items, I really wouldn't spend much time on this at all, unless you're new and you need these gems. Because these gems can be very important, especially if you don't want to buy VIP. Because I know they throw a lot of gems in VIP and stuff, but if you're just kicking right off the ground, these are really important. Let's take a look. Jason, it's going to be Rampage when supposed DC gets there? What do you mean? When DC becomes a VIP trait? Yeah. Yeah, oh my gosh. People are going to be spending, like, all 3,000 jewels, because you could do the 1,000 jewel thing twice, or 3 times. So I could easily see it, like, being important. Because when you think about it, man, especially with the new buff where you do buffing metal strength, it's like having double cast on all of those is just going to make your Keyblades disgustingly broken. Just nasty broken. So this, I would argue, might be the death of Kairi B. Because Kairi B boosts your stuff up, even with extra attack, by plus 6,000. But if you can get, like, Avas and Envies and Eras with extra attack, that already makes up for it almost. What do you mean? Actually, what do I mean by almost? Like, it totally makes up for it, actually. Roseanne, what's up? How's it hanging? I haven't heard from you in a while. I hope everything's going well. Matt, almost nothing in the items tab is worth the amount of jewels. Traits, yeah, traits are like the bane of my existence in this game. Like, oh my goodness, I don't like traits. I don't like traits because they added this weird level of difficulty also mixed in with RNG, but now it's like the RNG component is gone, which a lot can argue is really good, and it is. But at the cost of, like, in-game money equivalent currency. So I don't know how I feel about that. And then someone made up the argument like, yeah, I'd rather just buy the trait than chase for traits, but you should never be chasing for traits. Like, that's usually a bad rule of thumb to begin with. So, buying traits is good, especially if you can afford it. That's great. But the other problem that I have with this is that it increases the difficulty of the missions. Because think about it this way. So all the whales, and even just regular pay-to-play players, now that they're able to buy traits, they can get ground, aerial, extra attack, strength plus 2,000, ground, aerial, strength plus 3,000, damage and raids, damage and raids, damage and raids, damage and raids, damage and raids. It's like they have this option now where they can make everything a lot harder because the resources that were necessary to get there are more easily accessible. But they're only easily accessible to people that are willing to pay. So it's just like, that's $50. Getting extra attack for $50 can be worth it, but $50 is a lot of money. Like, I bought Kingdom Hearts 3 for $80. because I got the deluxe edition. So like buying 2 extra attacks at normal cost is worth more than like a deluxe version of a video game. If you bought that 8 times, that's like a whole PlayStation 4, maybe even a PlayStation 5 that's coming up. So it's just so expensive. It's so ridiculously expensive. I feel like buying traits is only worth it if 1, you're a Mega Whale, 2, if you got like ground, aerial, strength, and like paralysis resist. Because at that point, you're just future-proofing the metal. That's almost perfect. And then 3, if they're jewels that you've saved. So I would not just purposefully spend money to buy traits. Unless, again, I was at like the cusp of a metal being really, really good. So, I don't know. See, now I have to include this in my analysis of metals. It was like, should you buy extra attack for this? Because honestly, it could be really, really good. It could be really amazing to have extra attack on 1 metal. Like, you can buy extra attack on Kairi A now, which can be just nasty broken. Everyone running around with Kairi A with extra attack, that'd be amazing. But yeah, like, I don't know how I feel about it. It's a good and a bad thing. It's good because it allows for selectability. And anyone who plays card games, anyone who plays anything that has any element of RNG in it, or random number generating, knows that the ability to choose is really, really powerful. It's really, really strong. It's like when you're playing a card game, and the card says, like, search for 1 card. You know what I mean? That could be really, really good. It's like kind of picking off a menu, which is, like, amazing. And it's really good. But at what cost, you know? That's the big thing, is, like, if I wanted extra attack, I could buy it twice right now. And I have more than 10,000 jewels saved up. So to only be able to buy it twice is like, yowza. Like, I don't know. Mixed feelings on it. It's a good thing because of the selectability. It's a bad thing because of the cost. Because the cost at this point, also because it's measured in number of jewels, is strictly based off your ability to pay. Because there's a maximum number of earnable jewels, but when you pay, there's an unlimited number of jewels technically. So mixed feelings across the board. It's a good thing, it's a bad thing based on where you stand. For me, I like it, but again, that's because I buy VIP occasionally. I'm able to pass all the quests and such. But for like a newer player, or for people that just don't earn a lot of jewels, I could see it being a struggle. I really could. So I totally get that. All right, it is officially September 20th on the PT time. So we've got text. Wait, let me get this straight. You shut the game down for 6 hours. We miss a raid because there was a raid hour in there. What? All right, at least they got this. At least the one where you have to spend jewels is correct. Gosh, these stained glasses are so pretty. I'm so glad that I was able to get all of them at least. Let's see here. So stained glass metals 1 through 6 can now be upgraded to Supernova and Supernova Plus. Cool stuff. Fantastic. Let me double check what they do now. So I'm pretty sure they're all just clones of each other. Yeah, they're all just clones, minus their attribute and then minus what metal strength they give. So stained glass number 1 gives magic metal strength plus 1,000, and then for you, for the turn, gives you strength plus 10, upright strength by 10, magic strength plus 10, decreases all targets defense by 10, magic defense by 10. Nothing about upright defense though, so that upright defense continues to be kind of an elusive challenge for some people. For its Supernova attack, magic metals will get plus 2,000, increases strength and magic strength by 7, so that rounds you out to a perfect 15. Decreases target's defense, upright, and magic defense. Okay, so the effect doesn't decrease upright defense, but its Supernova attack does. So on top of a Kairi A, which you should be using as the beginning buffer, that brings you to minus 14, which is pretty good. Okay. Triggers before slot 2 is activated. Okay, so you get the Kairi A as your first Supernova attack in PvP, then a metal, whatever metal you choose, then this goes off, and then everything after that. Okay. If only they did upright reverse down naturally instead of their Supernova attacks. Yeah, that'd be a lot better. That'd be a lot better, but at the same time, if it was like that, it wouldn't give you incentive to buy the new Kairi that's probably going to come out soon. So overall, decent effects. If you pair the Supernova with the actual medal's ability, that's plus 3,000, and then if you have extra attack on the medal, that's plus 4,000. So that's pretty much almost as much as Kairi B right there. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, they're all just clones of each other, except one copy's reversed and the other is upright, and then we have naturally a power, speed, and magic versions across the board. Okay. So these are good. Again, how long is this sale going on for? Like, it's a few days. Yeah, 3 days. It's a bait banner. It's totally a bait banner, for sure. I would, if you don't have access to a Kairi B or something like that, or I'm sorry, if you don't have access to a Kingdom Hearts 3 Kairi A, I'd probably buy one. Just so that you can, like, start working on your buffers. Because new players don't really have any sort of buffers right now. You know what I mean? There's no newcomer deal. There's nothing that guarantees you a Kairi A. There's nothing that guarantees you any form of Kairi, really. So, I could see this being a one of. Oh, and it's falling price. Nice, nice. Pretty good stuff. But again, bait banner. The Ventus, Terra, and Aqua, that was a bait banner. So, well, actually, when you think about it, what made Ventus, Terra, and Aqua really good was that ability to give plus 1,000 strength. You know what I mean? Or plus 1,500 strength. And then they released this, which is like the same thing, but actually a little bit better. Because now this is plus the Supernova Attack, that's plus 3,000. That's twice as much. So, the Terra, Aqua, and Ventus was sort of a bait E banner for this, except they do more damage. But then they released this, then they're going to release something else. So, yeah, these flash sale things, I'm not a fan of them. They usually expire really quickly in terms of their usefulness. Alright, cool. Good stuff. Ish. High score challenge returns. It looks like it's just the gem challenge again. See in-game details for more. Did they fix the first one? Nope. So that returns. Again, it's just a nice way of getting gems. If you're a returning player, a veteran player, probably just some free gems for you. If you're a newer player, it might be a little bit harder. My free-to-play account actually only gets like 2 of each gem. So I can see it being pretty hard for a newer player, but give it a shot anyways. It doesn't hurt. Let's see what the bonus medals are for that, actually. So let's go quests. Let's check out events. And then after this, I really want to get into this Keyblade War Part 2 thing, because I can almost guarantee a bunch of people are doing it right now, and I can't check, like, any of my social media until I catch up. Because there are going to be spoilers galore, because people love spoiling Kingdom Hearts. There was one guy who went so far into spoiling Kingdom Hearts that he stole a copy from his store, or stole a few copies or something of Kingdom Hearts 3, played through it, spoiled some of it online, and then sold copies of the game. Garbage. Alright, let's check the events. Let's check the high score challenge, and let's see what the bonus medals are. Let's see. Wow, I already start with 19%. What do I have? Ooh, the Tsum Tsum medals count. Alright. So it's the Foretellers and Dark Baymax and KR21 as the 26% medals. The Stained Glasses are 19. Ultimate Form is 19. Tsum Tsums are 19. And Sora and Riku and the Lich are 23. Alright, that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. But this is definitely going to be a high score challenge that I'm not going to have super competitiveness in. Just because I'm like 99% sure there's like a gajillion million one people running around with these Foretellers. If you have Envy with extra attack, you're set. Like, you've just won this this high score challenge. So, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's see. Keyblade War Part 2, Hades Cup returns. Let's take a look at the Hades Cup stuff first. So the Paradox Cup is only gems and a special title, so we're not getting any additional jewels in this one. And then Keyblade War Part 2, complete the quest for gems, boost medals, and more. Alright, let's hop into it. I'm really excited. Let's do this. So, same rule of thumb as last time. I am not going to be speaking during the Keyblade War stuff. So, during the cutscenes, we're not talking. Because I want to pay attention. I want to be able to read it. Wow, complete within 3 turns for 7 gems? That's crazy. Alright. Let's go in Starlight. And I'm probably going to need to change that Sora and Riku. It's just not strong enough. Let's do KR20. Why not? Actually, let's do Axel. Lee, whatever. All right. I am really looking forward to this. I love the new story content. I wrote about it in my player survey. It's like my favorite thing. New content, story content is my favorite thing. Whoa. That was like really heavy. Oh boy, there's a lot of stuff that dropped right there. Oh my gosh. That was good. That was a great sequence of cutscenes. That's a lot of information to process. So first of all, we still don't know who the traitor is. So for all we know, it's like Sora. The Keyblade War has to happen in order for the disciples to live. So that means the master wanted the Keyblade War to happen so that Ira, Aced, Envy, and Gula could still survive. But maybe that makes Ava the traitor, because Ava betrayed that plan, and she's like, no, I'm still willing to sacrifice myself for everyone's benefit. Wow, that's so much information to take in. So with the birth of your spirit, of course, when we speak in game, we don't say no. There's nothing happy about what's going on. Prequels to before the first Kingdom Hearts game are usually pretty sad because it's like we all got saved by Sora in the end. But what else? Oh my gosh. Okay. So the disciples lived because the Keyblade War happened. So I don't know what they did. Maybe they absorbed us. I'm not sure. That was a really sad scene where it's like all the Keyblade wielders were fighting. But like what ran through my head at the time was just like, am I the only one with a shiny one here? Did everyone else just forget to level up their Keyblades? So I kind of laughed a little bit at that. And then, like, what was on the missing page? Wow, that was a lot of info to take in. I'm gonna have to rewatch that for sure, just to double check and analyze it. But yeah, let's wow. And then, oh my gosh, the nightmares thing. So the nightmare has to destroy its host in order to become free, is what I got out of that. So in order for Dark Chirithy to be free, they need to sever their bond with us by us getting attacked by darkness or something like that. And then there was the power bangle thing. So for those who forgot what it is, the bangle, the power bangle, is something that the Chirithy gives you in order to unlock special attack bonus. So it unlocks that in-game feature of giving you special attack bonus. I forgot at what quest though it happens. Like, I'm not really sure. But originally the idea was the idea behind it was that in the Japanese version it was called guilt. And the reason it was called guilt was because it absorbed the damage from the heartless it absorbed the heartless that you defeated, collected its power in the bangle, and then that unlocked the special attack bonus. So technically speaking, you using special attack bonus is you using dark energy, technically. Whereas our spirit Chirithy thought it was converting darkness to light to power us up. So, wow. Oh my gosh, that was heavy. In a good way. Like, I really like it. I really like that our story is like, it feels like it's progressing now. But man, that was dark. That was like really dark. And now we're defeating our fellow, like, I'm pretty sure the cutscene after this is like, didn't you realize that these were your friends? It's like, oh, stop. We're just trying to help people. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Alright, but as a reward, we're getting 7 speed gems, which is pretty good, especially with, now that they have those passive Keyblade abilities, we're definitely going to have to level up our Keyblades past level 35 now. Yo, this is some Cardcaptor Sakura stuff. Like, does our spirit Chirithy end up being something like super awesome? Like how Kiro turned into like a super bear, super lion bear in Cardcaptor? This thing's also level 5000, so I don't know how difficult this is actually gonna be. Wow, okay. Quite a few things about this enemy. So it inherently starts with speed, power, and defense debuffs, or defense buffs, which is really strong. It has reflect power and then converts reverse metal into HP. Okay, and 25 counter. So 25 blue counter means that recovery buffing works against it very easily. We can't use reverse metals, and then we can't use power metal. So Kairi A is out of the picture unless you change her attribute with something like Prime Kingdom Hearts 2 Yuffie, or VVB, or Blitzform Sora. So let's go ahead and... So this will knock us out, but it'll also simultaneously give us buffs. So this should be fine. So that knocks us out. Kairi B. Kairi B. Having that Kairi there kind of ruins things, but maybe if we just like pound it with supernova metals. No, that's definitely not going to be enough. All right, we got to go back. We got to change our strategy. Okay, wait. Let me read chat real quick. Erasmus, does anyone know how the Spirit Chef Kairu medal works? It's used for sub slots. IB YouTube and 2. Jason, they actually act as tier 7 7-star medals basically. Hey, nice. Illustrated Cheon. Good stuff. Jason, Square Enix Nightmare Charithi as a medal would be rad like crazy. That'd be... Whoa, gosh. See, the thing is, once they start adding Union Cross characters as medals, I feel like that's going to be the game shift. You know what I mean? I feel like that's when it not marks the end of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, but it makes it very apparent who's a good guy and who's a bad guy. So we have to sub out our Kairi A right now, or we could just do this. Blitzform Sora changes Kairi A into a speed medal. We're good. Easy peasy solutions. See, and this is another reason I actually said that Soom, Sora, and Riku is going to be broken, because Soom, Sora, and Riku with extra attack brings that counter down by 18, making recovery buffing a lot easier to pull off. Alright, let's take out this Nightmare Charithi. It probably comes back, though, because it's like, oh, you're still part of the darkness if you're still using darkness energy. Alright, punk. Let's do this. So I can't use Angelic Amber's Supernova, and I can't use Kairi A's Supernova. Oh, wow, this is actually a difficult enemy. Okay, so we'll probably have to use recovery buffing if we want to take this thing out pretty easily. Oh, no, no, no. We still got it in 2 turns. But, okay, I'll probably develop a strategy for this. Because, see, we get knocked out. That goes off again. Kairi A turns into a speed medal so we don't get hit with the reflect. Activate Aqua's Supernova Attack so we get plus 280% special attack bonus. And then I think the rest of it takes care of itself at this point. But yeah, I'll develop a strategy for this for newer players that are kind of struggling. Bam! Eat that, Dark Charithi. Hands off our Charithi. The worst nightmare. No kidding. You literally just fought your own darkness. Oh my gosh, these cutscenes. They're weighing down on me. Is my camera even on? Oh yeah, my camera is on. Okay. Yeah, these cutscenes are like heavy on my life. My hair's starting to get in my face, so I'm going to pull it back. Let's see. Okay, pretty short cutscene there, but pretty significant one. So I'll see you in another dream, and what that means is that we're dreaming. It means that we need to be woken up, meaning that Sora, when he comes to save us, needs to make sure he's mastered the power of awakening. Wow. That was a great set of cutscenes. Oh my gosh. All right. What was next on the agenda? Next on the agenda is... So now I can remove this spoiler tag because halfway through I had to change the title to spoilers because we were doing the Keyblade War Part 2. But now that that's over, we can get rid of that. The new story. All right, back to the story we go. So let's get back to Wreck-It Ralph World and earn our trophy. Let's see. Defeat all enemies in one turn. Defeat 8 or more enemies. Defeat without... Wait a minute. Wait, look at this hammer frame. It's an 8-bit hammer frame. All right, I can dig this. I can dig this. All right, let's hop in with our Starlight again. Is this really the best speed medal I have? Well, I guess Ultimate Form Sora, but like... What? Seriously? Maybe we should have pulled for Gula. Alright, I really got to focus on increasing my speed and my power setups because they're starting to get really bad. But yeah, let's take out this brick hammer frame. Okay. So it looks like we're just on the upper level. We have to defeat... Is it defeat 8 enemies? 8 or more enemies. But that doesn't matter because the first condition is defeat all enemies, so... As long as we defeat all of them, we're good. There's a wizard here. Let's see. There's a green requiem. That's always such a hard word for me to say. Requiem. Let's see. Oh, treasure chest. This is starting to give me a headache just doing all this hopping. Fix It Felix, how did you do this for a living? Let's see. Alright, we've got... What is this enemy for? I forgot what that enemy is called. A Mega Opera. Dark Ball. Yes, yes, Kanye, they added an extra... They added extra story quests. Alright, got another Dark Ball here. If I go down the middle, can I see everything? Okay, well, it looks like we're climbing the ladder. Is there something on the other side, though? Nothing but a pool, a cloud. I like how the cloud looks like a cartoon. Okay, so we're in the penthouse now. And here's our brick hammer frame. Look at how sweet this thing looks. Oh my gosh. I'm so sad that I have to take you out like this, but it is what must be done. Alright, good stuff. So now we're in the penthouse, causing havoc. You know, it just hit me. I meant to say drop by in a post that I put up, but I just said drop. If anyone wants to drop. Let's see. If anyone wants to drop by. Alright, good stuff. So we got more avatar coins, which are useless right now, but I can't wait till they make... See, they should have... Okay, who was I talking to about this? I think I was talking to D-Legend about this. They needed to make an exchange shop. Or maybe it was Nomadic Gamer. But they needed an exchange shop, not a more spendy shop. nose is itchy again. Sad reacts only for our boy Ralph, who's just trying his best. Kaka fan, Square went really money hungry this time. Yeah, I know. I don't like it. I really don't. Somehow I got like 23k jewels when I logged in today after the data download. I think it's because you got all your rewards all at once. And we had like 14k of rewards like relatively recently. Or maybe it was just login stuff. I don't know. But congrats. 23k is really good. Ah, sad reacts for our boy Ralph. The darkness is related to the penthouse, not our friend. If you haven't seen Wreck-It Ralph, go watch it. I love that movie. It's one of my favorites. And it had like the best cameos of all time. As a gamer, I loved the cameos in Wreck-It Ralph. I totally did not see what our conditions were. All right. Pretty easy stuff. This should be pretty obtainable without even having to think about it. Okay, so if I walk down the middle, I think I should be able to see all sides of it. Just kidding. I totally missed a treasure chest. Down. Up. Me. Stop. Ah! Okay, fine. We'll do it like this. We'll do it like this and give ourselves a headache. And there's a dark ball. There we go. Am I crying? I was crying for our boy Ralph. How are they gonna disrespect him like that? I loved Wreck-It Ralph. It was... gosh, I love that Disney movie. Alright. Got another gargoyle. Also, my nose was itchy, actually. Because I don't know what it is about streams or, like, being on camera for too long, but it makes my nose itchy. Huh. These story quest enemies are not getting killed by just Kairi alone anymore. The music is nostalgia. Did I watch the second one? Yes. Ralph Breaks the Internet? I did. And it also made me sad. Because that movie was really about, like, growing up. And I was just like, Ralph's just a coming-of-age story in the works. He's his own shonen. He has his own anime. Girl, Alisa, I'm streaming this right now. Why you gotta run ahead of me like that? Alright. Let's see what our boss is that gives us a trophy. Oh, wait. It says it right there. Defeat the Flappy Bug Swarm within 3 turns for 1,000 jewels. Rip, rip, spoilers. Okay. Let's take out this Psy-Bug Swarm. Swarm. Say, friend, have you seen Ralph? He's missing and our game won't work without him. Aha! What are you? Are they friends of yours? Alright, Felix, take him out with your hammer. Let me know how that works. Oh, good block. That was a good block, me. Oh, it's literally defeat all of them. Okay, so I gotta run around and make sure I got all of them. Okay. Wait a minute. First of all, ow. Defeat all enemies in 1 turn. Okay, we gotta redo this. Jay, main story that needs more than Kairi. That's a good thing. That's an excellent thing. That's a magnificent thing. Man, if I had Envy right now, ooh, she'd be so good in this slot. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's just make a quick fix setup that converts Kairi A to a speed medal. So Blitz form, ultimate form. I think that's all the speed medals we need. And then we go Kairi A second chance, non-double cast with Angelic Amber. Copying ultimate form Sora, so we still don't have to worry about the power thing going off. We finish it off with an Aqua and then Kiar 20. Okay, sounds good. Gosh, ultimate form Sora is so broken, so disgustingly broken. Alright. So this should be fine since it converts our Kairi A to a speed metal. And then the rest of it just wreaks havoc on these little bugs. Yo, wait! Okay, so this gives way for us to get one of our favorite in-game Keyblades, the 0-1. Because if we can get 0-1, that's one of the few requests I have in this game. So it's like, I want 0-1 in here. What else do I want? In terms of, like, fan-based stuff, 0-1 would be super sweet. Being able to fight a secret boss would be super sweet, but that's more of a console thing. I want Union Cross to be fun again. Not like the game as a whole, but like the Union Cross missions, because they're kind of boring right now. All right, let's go up. Let's head up top. Okay. Look at this nonchalant boss just chilling here. I wonder how hard this boss is actually. Apparently not very, which is good. I feel like if the story quests were too hard, it could be problematic for people, because if the reason they came to play this game was the story and then it's too hard, it's going to be like, ugh, gosh, why? Why is this happening to me? Because there's no real way to, like, level up, technically. You can level up your Keyblade, and then you have to buy medals. Out of order. That could be used with a lot of fun things. Tis a bane in proud mode. Oh, I don't want your angry face looking at me. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Listen, pal, I just saved your funny jumping face. This wouldn't have happened if you all weren't mean to Ralph. He's probably just getting a root beer at his favorite hangout. If you're headed there, can you give him a message? Tell him to come back here quick. Sure. And then we're gonna team up and fight all the people in the penthouse for being mean to him. Our boy was just trying to have a good time, and then y'all just slapped him silly. Matt, is 0-1 the Keyblade from Recoded? Yes, it is. Second that, reprod mode, now that we have to finish all objectives or nothing. Yeah, oh my gosh, that was kind of annoying. But I sort of get it, because proud mode is supposed to be mainly for veterans. For veterans and people that have been, like, around enough to be able to fully use mechanics. So, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, ugh, it's annoying. Kanye, which one should you be focusing on? I wouldn't focus on any of them, to be honest. If you have Kingdom Hearts 3 Kairi A, I don't think you need any of them. KR21 is a strictly damaging metal, which can be useful in the long run, just because of, like, how much damage it outputs. Like, I still use KR20. You just saw me put KR20 on my own Keyblade. But damage easily gets outclassed by utility more often than not, so I'm not going for KR21 likely. The only reason I'd go for KR21 is because the animation is beautiful and the metal is beautiful. So that's why I'd go after KR21. It does have a lot of damage output, which is really important to the game, but all in all, it is a damaging metal, you know? It's not going to be super versatile in a lot of different setups. It's going to be really, really good in, like, Sleeping Lion, Fairy Stars, Pet Slot, but all in all, I think I could hold off on it in order to have more medals with tech utility. Let's see. Kaka fan, does anyone know why the Riku board doesn't have any skills? It should. The Kingdom Hearts 3 Riku board? Because I bought it. Like, back in the day. I thought it had really good skills, and that's why I bought it. Did I buy it? Yeah, no, I totally bought it. Let's check all these avatar boards. Look at how many uncollected avatar boards I have. Gosh, so wasteful. Do I want Kairi too? Let's see, I bought Sora, Kairi. Ah, here you are, Riku. Yeah, defense boost 6, 8 max lux plus, 8 max gauge 0. which at the time was like silly broken. Jason, Key Art 21 free-to-play banner isn't worth it. Too much risk for a 1 in 5 chance. Yeah, I don't like the 1 in whatever chances, because it's like you spend 15k jewels and then you potentially get something you don't want, which is like not the point. I feel like if you're gonna spend 150 US dollars on something, it should be worth the money, you know? Like, you want exactly what you want. It's like if you went to a restaurant and then you paid $5 and you wanted a burger and then they gave you like a hot dog. It's just like not the same. It's just, you're slightly disturbed, but you already spent the money, so you gotta use it. Like, I don't know. That was a bad metaphor. Maybe I'm hungry. I have pizza next to me. Am I gonna do a high score challenge run? I can. I definitely can. I definitely want to do the Hades Paradox Cup right now, though. So, Keyblade War Part 2, complete. New story quest, complete. Let's go ahead and head over to the Paradox Cup. Also, does anyone, like, else really appreciate this? We have so many quests right now. Like, there was a time when our only quest was, like, the Proud Mode Plus quests, or, like, the training quests. It was really bad, but look at all these things that we have now. We have a high score challenge, a raid. We have the Brain Teaser event still live for 24 more hours. We have this super long, tedious, stratifying cloud quest. We have the Defeat Final Fantasy summon, super good. Event coins, super good for when you have extra AP and you want a shot at a free Riku and Moogle. Draw tickets, jewels. Oh my gosh, there's so much going on right now. I'm barely keeping up. What's my percent at? 53%. That's crazy. That thing used to be 100% all the time for my events tab. So yeah, I'm really digging this. I'm really digging all the event support, because back in the day, man, events were so far and thin. Matt, good luck on the Paradox Cup. Thanks. We are going to attempt it right now, actually. Oh, first boss is Cerberus. All right. I see you, puppy. All right, let's do this. Are we locked to a Keyblade? No. No Keyblade lock. So let's go in with our super disgusting ×9, almost ×10 multiplier counterpoint. This colossal canine that paralyzes and lowers the strength of its prey. The number above it gets smaller with every attack. It counterattacks at 0. Revenge, or we can totally recovery buff this. We could totally recovery buff this. All right. Let's see what we got. So we hop in. A counter of 3, which is super low. Super, super low. So that's just saying, like, yeah, recovery buff me. Let's see. Okay, so it starts out with inherently plus 15 power, speed, magic, and reverse strength, or defense. So we can easily override that with Kairi. That's not a problem. And upright. Sorry, I missed the upright part. But then we activate our regular Kairi like normal. Oh, I messed up. I'm using the one with extra attack. My bad. That was actually a mistake. That's okay. We're just running through the quest. Oh, this is actually going to be... Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's because my dumb face didn't activate the... It didn't activate the plus 280% multiplier. My bad. All right, now we'll do it the next round. All right, so what does it do? So on its own turn, it doesn't buff us, but it does debuff us, which isn't really too much of a problem because getting power, speed, magic strength back up is really, really simple. So we'll just attack there as if we didn't have a Kairi with extra attack on it. Oh, yeah, this dude is super susceptible to recovery buffing. For sure. Oh, yeah. No, there's the easiest fix around this. Alright, we got one more turn. Wait, is it defeat within 3 turns? Complete without having to continue. Okay. I really don't think we can turtle this quest, though. I really don't think it's possible. Down, puppy, down. Let's see. Jay, yeah, it's awesome. Still haven't finished the Hades Cup, though. Are you just holding off on it? Or, like, do you need help or something? Because I'd be more than happy to offer my assistance if it's possible. Jason, jacked up monoblades equals you're good for the Hades Cup. Yeah, ×9 multiplier because of boosters. And then the sub-slot multiplier increase. Oh, nasty, disgusting. So good. So that means inherently my mono blades actually have a multiplier of 7, right? Because it's what are the boosters again? Yeah, so my mono blade inherently, because if it's times 9 multiplier right now, you subtract 2 because that's what the booster is for this month. It inherently has a times 7 multiplier. That's disgusting. Moving forward. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, there's only 2 rounds here. All right, so we took out the Cerberus. And now we get to fight the boss that we didn't get to fight in Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, yo, what if we got Sephiroth as DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3? That'd be wild. All right, let's switch it up. Let's go back to our Kairi A without extra attack. This is still inherently not a free-to-play setup because of the VIP Aquas. This Kairi was 10k, or 10 pulls. This Ava, I got her on the VIP banner, so it's still not inherently a free-to-play setup, actually. But, you know, maybe it's just fun, challenging ourselves a little bit. So we will challenge ourselves by not using Kairi A with extra attack. This one-winged angel counters when his HP drops below 70% and 30%. He also absorbs power attacks and lowers your strength while boosting his defense. Wow, that's a lot of stuff packed in there. Okay, so pretty much within your first turn, you got to drop him below 70%. Within your second turn, you have to drop him below 30%, and then you have to be able to finish him off. So maybe I'll attempt to see if I can make a defensive setup for this, but I really don't think it's possible. These level 5,000 bosses tend to not be able to be turtled. But we'll give it a run. We're still going in with our Ava without a skill. Oh gosh, he reflects power. Was that part of the... Did I just miss that? I think I just missed that like a goof. Does our Kairi... How much... Oh, the Kairi does 1 damage. Irrelevant damage. Okay. Oh boy, that was a mess up. That was a big mess up. I forgot I'm not using the one with extra attack on it. Actually, how far can we get? Not very far. Okay, yeah, that was a really bad mistake. Because I thought we still had the Kairi A with extra attack. I was like, I could just pop off the Supernova, overwrite the abilities, and then go from there. I was like, oops, my bad. It happens. Things happen sometimes. Alright, so first things first, overwrite. Overwrite that defensive debuff, otherwise... Or overwrite the defense buffs, otherwise it's going to be a problem for us. Oh boy, this dude is packing defense. Alright. So we gotta drop him below 70. Oh, alright. Dropped him below 70%. Wait a minute. And his attack didn't kill us. Okay. So we can still use recovery buffing, technically. Alright, so we got him down to 50% after the first attack. He takes us out with that. Wait, what's his buffs right now? Alright, so he's got plus 18 upright buff. And then we have minus 15 reverse buff. Okay. So these first few attacks probably aren't going to be doing any damage whatsoever. We might have to use our Swift Striker setup. Or an Overwrite Medal. Okay, I know how I want to go about this. Let's reset and let's do this over again. Alright. So our general strategy is going to be Pirate Form Sora into a Stained Glass Overwrite Medal, into a Kairi A, and then into our attacking medals. That's going to be our setup. So let's get rid of this. Oh, I want the Kairi A, the B though. The Kairi B though is important because it gives us plus 5,000 upright. So let's do this, get rid of this. Kairi A with no extra attack on the third slot. Stained Glass Medal in the second slot. Which one do we want to use? This one's Overwrite, right? Yeah, this one is Overwrite, so we can use this one. That's fine. Or do we use Ava? Yo, let's use Ava. A boosted Ava. And then let's use, in our first slot, Pirate Form Sora. Alright, so this is the same strategy as our Swift Striker event. Where's our Pirate Form Sora? Oh, wait. It technically hits... Sora, where are you? Single target. What did I do wrong when I was filtering? Alright, whatever. It doesn't matter. Okay. And there's a fancy little detail for enemies that have counterattack. So this is going to be my setup because the Pirate Sora drops our defense down to pretty much nothing. Then we use the Ava to overwrite so that we're always getting our buffs off. We use the Kairi A after that because that's going to be our default buffer for bringing us to plus 15 strength, general strength, plus 17 PSM strength, minus 15 general defense, plus 14 upright. It pretty much rounds out our buffs using an overwrite medal on top of the Kairi. Actually, now that I think about it, Ava costs gauges and doesn't target... yeah, it only does magic defense. So let's actually use stained glass medal. The stained glass medal is better for this. Let's go here. Let's go tier 8. Special attack bonus attacks all enemies. Okay. Yeah, the stained glass is just better because it overwrites you to pretty much almost halfway perfect buffs for our specific attribute. So this works. Okay. So Pirate Form Sora brings down our defense. Stained glass makes sure that we're able to get our buffs off. Kairi A supplements those buffs, bringing us to near perfect buffs. And then we have Kairi B for the plus 5,000 strength. So you could realistically use like Ava, Envy. That's fine. The Aqua is strictly there for damage. Our pet slot is going to be something magic because with this setup, we're only really boosting up our magic attack. So let's use... Normally, I'd put Ava here, but let's use KR20 because KR20 has a skill on him. Okay. Or Ultimate Form Sora? Let's use Ultimate Form Sora. I like Ultimate Form Sora better. Alright, so this is going to be our setup. We're going to borrow an Ultimate Form Sora. And that way, when he counterattacks us, because those last few medals are strictly for damage, when he counterattacks us, because of our defensive debuff, it should knock us out. And then we recovery buff with the same setup as before. We keep all our buffs. We keep the metal strength buffs. And then we go from there. So this should work. Should work. Alright, so this first. Realistically, we could have activated the Kairi A. Then we overwrite his buffs. This Kairi A is on the wrong slot, so it's only going to be doing 1 damage. Activate the Kairi B. Activate Kairi B again. So now we're at plus 6,000. Then we use the Aqua. Bring ourselves to 9,000. Counter. Whoa, wait. Did anyone notice that? On the right, it said counterattack. Wait, let's slow down the battle speed because we're going to be able to see that again. Alright, so again, Ultimate Form Sora brings our defense down. Stained Glass makes sure we get our override buffs. Kairi A brings up our HP and restores gauges and just rounds out our buffs in general. Kairi B used for damaging purposes. Aqua used for damaging purposes. Aqua again for damage purposes. So remember that we kept our buffs from the first round. So then we get Ultimate Form Sora off. And then let's slow it down here because this should be below 30%. Yo, it now announces when they have a counterattack going. I can really dig that. Okay. Alright, yeah, and then we just toast our boy Sephi here. Because recovery buffing is just way too strong. It is just stupidly broken strong. Nice. Easy peasy, y'all. I'm going to post my setup in the Facebook group. Alright. Easy Paradox Cup. What's the title that we get from this? Supernova Plus? Yo, 10 speed and 10 power gems? That's pretty good. An old hero. Aw, sorry, Sephiroth. It's too bad you became the villain. Game date has been updated. What did they update? The text for that one notice? Whoa! What are they adding in the middle of this? Alright, cool. I guess we just play it out. Alright. The only reason I'm able to stream now is because I purposefully fell asleep during the afternoon. Nice. Pretty decent Paradox Cup. I like it. That was some good strat building right there. Good job. High fives all around, team. All right, so that actually finishes all the stuff we said we were going to do in the stream. What else should we do? Do you guys want to... Should we attempt the high score challenge, or should we continue to try and wail on our boy Cloud here? Because, man, we've still got 69 more rounds to go through, I think. Oh, my gosh. It's going to take forever. Oh, my goodness. All right. I don't know, chat. I leave it up to you. Do we do the Cloud event, or do we do the high score challenge and try it once? Leave your comments now. Check my presents box? Why? I know what's in there. There's like 16k jewels in there. Actually, if they gave us 3,000, there's 19k in there. So we have our Remind trailer jewels, the draw tickets. Oh, I gotta remember to collect this, because these tickets actually expire. Like, not in 13 days. They expire in, is it 13 days? I thought it expires at the end of the month, so I didn't know if it expires in 13 days or at the end of September. More Remind trailer stuff, jewels, draw tickets, jewels, gems, jewels, dual Meow Wows, more jewels, yellow Lion Star, jewels, maintenance, speed. Oh, hey, I made it. Wait, 500 jewels. What does that mean? I was in like the top 1,000? Nice, good stuff. Maintenance. Yeah. Look at how many jewels are in there. There's a mercy pull in there. There is a straight up there is a free to play mercy pull in my presents box. That's why it's important to keep those in there to save. So when I collect all of this in like what, 10 days? Actually, I should really collect them in like 7 days to make sure I can use those draw tickets. Yeah, we've got a bunch of jewels coming our way, like a nasty amount of jewels coming our way. I think we have more jewels in my presents box than in my actual amount of jewels that I have right now. Let's see. Matt, it added the Kingdom Hearts 3 Sora, Riku, and Kairi avatar boards they were missing on my end. Now I see them, but the notice still says text. So goofy. All right, chat, what do you think? Hades? No, wait. Cloud event or high score challenge? I wish there was a way to poll through YouTube streaming. That'd make my life a lot easier. So that way people could submit it anonymously. If you're lurking in chat, though, definitely say hi. I want to take recognition of everyone who's here a lot. Also, if, I think I threw the Discord in the description of the video. Maybe? Yeah, so if anyone's interested, go ahead and join the Twilight Knights Discord. So we talk about a lot of random things in there. I've got 3 mods in there right now. The more I see your name, the more inclined I am to add you as a mod to my channel. So I've definitely, like, a lot of these names are really familiar. Matt, Jason, Kaka Fan, y'all have been here for a long time, so I definitely notice you guys. So just keep that in mind, you know? And then join the chat. You know, we talk about, like, a lot of random things, like what our favorite animes are, certain things about the story for Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, certain story things about Kingdom Hearts, random things. I just shared an image of, like, Taiyaki today on the Discord. So if you want to just drop in there, by all means, just drop by, say hi, introduce yourself. Yo! Okay, they drop more stuff. Good call, Songlo. Good call. All right, Brave Exvius collab. Whew, all right, let's do this. Oh, I love collabs. Complete Complete goals in Final Fantasy, Brave Exvius, and Kingdom Hearts Union Cross to receive a variety of rewards in both apps. So, if... Get rewards based on the number of people that... Heartless, large body, intelligence. Okay. So, if... This is the Brave Exvius stuff. So, if you do Brave Exvius and do some of this, we all get free draws. So, please... I don't play Brave Exvius. Maybe we'll do a stream of it. But for all my Brave Exvius players, please help us. We need 150. Wait, is it 150,000 players or is it 150,000 times? Because, like, how many people are actually playing Brave Exvius? Like 150,000 people? That's crazy. Because... Yeah, I know, like, Union Cross has, like, 10 million downloads, but it's probably realistically only has, like, 200,000 players, like, active players. Actually, we can check based on Coliseum, sort of. It's like a guess, usually, but... See? Umbra, I be YouTubing, what's up? How's it hanging? Feel free to join the chat and talk about random things. Let's see. So based on Coliseum, if we check the rankings, so these are the number, like, again, it's not inclusive of all players, because really it just means, like, if someone poked into Coliseum, 37,000 people have poked into Coliseum, and they're asking for 150,000 players in Brave Exvius. Good gravy. All right. I don't know, chat. One day, should we do a stream of us playing Brave Exvius? Please note that the rewards are not cumulative, but upgrades to the tier above. Yeah, so they're not going to give us a 3 medal draw, a 5 medal draw, an 8, a 10, and then a 10 with a guarantee. They're going to give us 1 draw, but based on how many we complete... You know, this is kind of a... This is like draw tickets, essentially. Like, the only guarantee only happens if we complete the highest reward. But... Alternatively, you could do a 10 medal draw and just get a bunch of 5-star medals. Alright, get rewards based on the number of new players that complete the tutorial. Okay. We need to do that to get the Riku doll and 1,000 jewels? Shoot, I would do it. You know what, y'all? Future stream, we're going to be playing Brave Exvius. And then once the event's over, we're going to stop playing Brave Exvius. But we want this. We really want this. We want to give if we can give everyone 30 gems of each type, that's enough to bring up almost 2 full Keyblades to level 35. So that would be a huge benefit to the entire player base for Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. The gems can also be used to get those passive abilities past level 35. It's a lot of value. So each gem, I think, is like 175 jewels, if I cranked out my math correctly. Times 30, that's 5,250 jewels of value. On top of the 1,000 jewels for completing it, 6,250 jewels of value if we're able to hit this 25,000 player mark. Kaka fan, I think the easiest way will be to download the game, clear the missions, delete, and reset. That is a good strategy. Kudos to you. Actually, what if we did that? Just one stream where we continually download and then delete and then download and then delete Brave Exvius. That'd be funny. That'd be really funny. Please note that it only counts when quests are completed by new player during the campaign period. Please note that rewards are not cumulative, but upgrades to the tier above. Yeah, so Kaka fan, that works. So, from Umbra, is a minus 60 ground and aerial trait needed for attack medals? Curious since my Kingdom Hearts 3 Roxas Supernova has 1k strength in each slot and 2k strength on the pet slot. So, yes. So, ground and aerial are absolutely necessary for attack medals. And the rationale behind it is that in order for you to do damage to the enemy, your strength needs to be higher than their defense. So, yes, while you're getting 1k strength, you're making yourself stronger. The enemy just has so much more defense that lowering it by 60% is proportionately a lot more than 1k strength. So you have to bring that. So let's just say, like, after all your strength 1,000s, you're here, but the enemy's got like that much like defense, you know what I mean? So if you lower that by 60%, then that brings that to here, and this difference right here, this is your damage. So, yes, minus 60 ground and aerial is absolutely necessary in order to deal high amounts of damage. Because if you can't bring that defense lower than your strength, then you're just not hitting for anything. That's when you're hitting for that 1 damage. So, minus 60 ground and aerial is super necessary for dealing high amounts of damage. And that bounces back to the Moogle Shop and why I think buying traits is a good and a bad thing. Because if you can't buy the trait, you're screwed. But if you pay for the game, if you pay money into the game, then you're good. Because you just pay for it. But it's just like, ugh. The more people pass quests, the harder the difficulty of those quests are going to be. Because if everyone's passing them, the game's going to be like, alright, this is boring. Like, our players, especially the ones that pay a lot, won't find any interest in the game unless the challenges are difficult. So essentially, they're just kind of eliminating the free-to-play player at this point, which I'm really not for. Like, these are video games. People come here to have fun. And for you to put it behind a paywall is just disgusting. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just bad concept, in my opinion. Like, yes, I get the game is free, but if you have to continually pay into it, like, that's just bad. That's just annoying. Anyways, /N rant, let's keep reading the notice. Play Kingdom Hearts Union Cross to get rewards in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, based on how many times we complete the big bonus challenge, Leviathan. So if we get 20,000 players to defeat this Leviathan thing, everyone in Brave Exvius gets summons, free summons. Kingdom Hearts collab units cannot be summoned from this summon. Please note the rewards are not cumulative. Okay, so wait a minute, time out. So we're getting Brave Exvius as a mission, but they're getting Kingdom Hearts units as a playable thing. Where's a collaboration medal, Square? Why you gotta do us like this? Alright. Get rewards based on the number of new players that complete story quest number 10. Kakafan, you came up with the right strategy for this. Just undownload, re-download the game. Undownload, re-download the game. 15,000 player completion is Starlight and... Wait. Collaboration event login bonuses will arrive in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Starlight, the weapon, and Sora Medal, the accessory, will be added to rewards. Wait, time out. So, in Union Cross, all we get is this stuff, which is, like, not equipment. We get the Riku doll, which is an avatar part. Why don't we get a medal? Why don't we get, like, a super awesome Brave Exvius medal? Why don't we get, like, a rain medal? What? They get a weapon and an accessory. And all we get... You know what? I'm not going to complain, because jewels are actually... Or not jewels. Yeah, no, we're getting jewels. Jewels, gems, avatar part. That's super sweet. And again, it helps a lot of new players. So if Final Fantasy Brave Exvius players help out the Union Cross players, it can help a lot of people accelerate their games, especially newer players. So that's really good. But I wish we got, like, a medal. You know what I mean? Like, if you could get an exclusive event medal, that would be so sweet. That'd be so sweet if they're just like... Hey, if you play during this time period, here's an exclusive medal to this time period that you're going to get as a reward for playing the game when this collaboration was happening. And I think that limited time medals aren't necessarily a bad thing. Especially if they're like non-meta medals. It's just nice collector value, you know? I would have really appreciated that. So let's see. Kakafan, whatever it takes. Insert Avengers theme song. Kakafan also debating on pulling 3 times to finish up the Rock Sustained Glass, but I know I'd lose sub-slot. I would pull for it. I would. Metal strength, like, only 3 more? That's nothing. That's like 6,000 jewels. That's not too much. What's my stained glass setup looking like right now? So we'll filter tier 8 that do everything except upright defense down. So, we have 1 of each. Right? 1 of each? We have 1 of each. Oops. What's our Aqua looking at? Strength, aerial, ground. Oh, man. Maybe I'd pull for Aqua at a straight principle. Aerial and ground on this one. What else we got? Wait, I think I skipped the speed ones. Yeah. Oops. Resists. Yo, extra attack on this. Pretty good stuff. So maybe I'll pull for number 6. Because again, I was saying my speed setup sucks. So maybe that's the boost I need. Maybe. No, it's a bait. I don't even know why the darkness of my mind thought it was a good idea. Yeah, we'll hold off. We'll hold off until the Kairi or the Xion. Just save our jewels. But yeah, if you're only missing like 1 or like 2 or 3, I think that could be worth it actually. You know? It gives you the newest meta mechanic. It gives you another buffer, essentially. The only thing you're missing that's more or less super relevant is upright defense down for the enemies and gauge recovery and HP recovery. So I could totally see it if you're like really close and you just need a few more. Yeah, that could be worth it. I take it back. I don't think it's super baity. I think it's dependent on your scenario for sure. But yeah. Umbra, thanks for the info. I agree about the paywall. Yeah, it's so silly. Oh my gosh. If I wasn't a veteran player, if I was like a new player, I'd feel so shunned out because you would need like ultra high big brain plays to make things work out for you. So maybe we should do that as a stream. Start a new game and then as a new player and then just see how it all works out from there. That might be another stream that we do. Let's see. Kakafan with the Leviathan event, they give 5k jewels just for you to get a single trait. Wait, what trait? Did I miss something? What trait am I getting? What medal am I getting a trait for? Or is it a title? Is that what you meant? Because usually it's a title. Look at this. We have so many events. I love it. Love it. It's fantastic. Okay. So now we have a new contender in the mix. So do we do the big bonus challenge? Do we do the battles versus Cloud? Or do we do high score challenge? Leave your comments in the chat below. Let's see. Jason, Square was too lazy to come up with something. That's so silly. You know how much money Kingdom Hearts Union Cross makes Square Enix? It's ridiculous. If I made the amount of money that Union Cross made in a month, in a year, like if a year's worth of pay for me was what Union Cross makes in a month, I'd be rich. I'd be filthy rich. Jay, I think they had the Kingdom Hearts units a while back and that they were excluded from the free summons. In my opinion, it's unfair to both ends. I actually just deleted my Final Fantasy Brave XVS account yesterday. Now I'm considering installing it again. Do the OG stained glass medals get increased buffs when you upgrade them to Supernova? If not, they might not be worth chasing after. So you inherently get a 7-star copy. So essentially 6 pulls on the stained glass medal gets you the Supernova version because you got to combine them all. So the regular tier 8 7-star does not give you the new buffs, but upgrading it by combining 6 7-star copies of the tier 8 version nets you the tier 9 version with the new ability. But yeah, I think Kakafan meant to say that like they were only 3 7-star tier 8 copies away. And if that's the case, that could be totally worth it, for sure. Song Low, you want to do the Leviathan? Okay. The trait from the shop. The trait from the... Oh, you mean... Okay, so completing the quest buys you 1 trait from the Moogle Shop. I see what you're getting at. Okay, yeah. Silly. That's ridiculous. Realistically, it would make more sense if you could buy the extra attack trait once a month. That would be fine. I think that would be fine because it gives people time to save up for it and then spend it. You know what I mean? It allows, like, free-to-play players that are tactical to make better decisions than spontaneous whales. So if you could do it once a month, I'd have no argument with that. That'd be perfectly fine. Maybe even once a week. No, maybe once every 2 weeks. But yeah, I think the fact that you could spam buy it is ridiculous. Let's see. Umbra, I'm tempted to pull for the Aqua Stain medal. I'll check my traits, but I'd rather see the next banner. Absolutely. Absolutely. We will see the notice Monday at 8 p.m. PST what they're going to be using to replace both the stained glass medals as well as Key R21. So once we get that information, we can make better decisions. But yeah, I'd hold off on pulling for right now. Matt, you want to do the big bonus challenge? But anything I do is fine. All right, so we got 2 for big bonus challenge. I be YouTubing down for whatever. Jason, big bonus challenge. More brain stimulation and fighting Cloud a dozen times can get tiring. Yeah, I did it 31 times the other day, and I was like, oh, I'm losing brain cells here. Oh, no. Kakafan, I have an HD Xion without extra attack, so would you recommend using the Stained Glass Roxas instead as a buffer? Not as a replacement. No. Not as a replacement. You could supplement it, but the trade-off is there are better metals that, like, let's just say, like, Master Xehanort. Kingdom Hearts 3 Master Xehanort gives you all the reverse buffs you need, all the power buffs you need. The only thing it doesn't give you is general strength and general defense, which is covered by HD Xion. So I would probably go, instead of the tier 8 version, so I'd probably go HD Xion into Kingdom Hearts 3 Master Xehanort over HD Xion into Stained Glass. Jason, the tier 6, I think she means the super, yeah. Yes, yeah, so the stained glass metals are more for their new mechanic than their actual buffing capacity, because while they act as good buffers, the damage output on them is pretty weak, because the multipliers for them as tier 8s were pretty weak, so I don't expect them. Actually, let's just double check. It doesn't hurt to double check and make sure our information's correct. Leviathan, all right. Leviathan it is. Let's do this. So we've got 40 minutes on this Leviathan challenge because we want to do the raid hour. We still need traits for our Sora and Riku Tsum Tsum medal. So let's go ahead and do our big bonus challenge. And also our Brave Exvius collab event, which is super cool. No special attack restrictions. Man, wait, how long is this event for? 13 days. Okay, so wait a minute. The event is for 13 days. And your boosters only last for 10 more days. Meaning, don't wait on this event. Because once your boosters expire, it's going to become a lot harder to pass these events. So I'm definitely going to have to make that as part of my analysis video. Yo, I'm 68th? Man, I've been farming for those Tsum Tsum medals. Okay. Let's see. So let's use our counterpoint because I love using counterpoint. It's my favorite Keyblade. I don't need to change my outfit. No, that's not necessary. Alright, so this sea monster absorbs magic. Well, we're not using counterpoint, that's for sure. Okay, Sleeping Lion it is. So, this is an okay Sleeping Lion setup. Yeah, I can dig this. Silver, we're going to borrow your KR21. So don't use counterpoint. Don't use magic metals. Don't hurt yourself like that. Okay, wait. This looks sick. Screenshot here. Super sick. Let's overwrite. And that takes it out. Jason, basically any event this month, try and do them. Yeah. Yeah, the Chasm of Challenges is still live. This event is 13 days, but you only get 10 days for the booster. Make sure you do it while you got the boosters. Matt, Sleeping Lion or Missing Ache is the way to go. Yes. What did I do? Jason, I see you, and I'm scared. Yo, think if this was the Leviathan from Final Fantasy 15. That design would be amazing. Because Leviathan in Final Fantasy 15 was absolutely beautiful. Alright, overwrite the buffs. And then go after it. Let's see. Umbra just got ground and aerial traits on my ultimate form Sora with the trait remaining. Yay! Nice job! Congratulations. Let's see. I should get rid of Kairi B. I thought about that for a minute, but I don't see the problem with it because she's mismatched slot, so she shouldn't be doing a lot of damage at the higher tiers. And then I'm not too concerned about it right now because I feel like at those higher tiers, it's only going to be doing 1 damage anyways. So that's my thought on it. That's why I didn't ignore it, but I chose to ignore it, if that makes any sense in terms of English grammar. Let's see. What's my take on Illustrated Sephiroth? Which one? Illustrated Sephiroth, the tier 4, is outdated, if that helps. Matt, and Lady Luck is a good Keyblade. Yeah, any strictly speed metal or strictly speed Keyblade has the boosters for this month, meaning that their multipliers are going to be disgustingly high. Yeah. So Jason, I noticed it, but I chose to ignore it because that plus 5,000 later down the line is going to be a lot more relevant than the 1 damage that we're going to be hit with. All right, so what is this, round 3? So round 3, it starts with a plus 6 upright and plus 6 reverse buff. So we can just overwrite that with Kairi. That's not a problem. And then it has blue counters. Okay, so having blue counters makes it susceptible to, oh wow, it heals it, whatever. I forgot about that for a hot second. But having blue counters makes it very susceptible to recovery buffing. So that's another strategy that we can use later on. Maybe I should change the title of this video now, shouldn't I? So that we're also... Okay, let's change the title of the video so that we also say we're doing the big bonus challenge. Alright, so real quick, I'm going to hop back into the YouTube live dashboard. And then we're going to put... And... Leviathan challenge? Oh, I've hit the text capacity for YouTube's titles. Let's see. Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, Exploring Update, Keyblade War Part 2. Man, alright. And Leviathan. Leviathan is enough. Leviathan event. Alright, cool. Leviathan event fits. Alright. Kakafan, yeah, my Dark Now is only level 8 with cheese. Ooh, nasty setups. Nasty, filthy, broken setups. Alright. So complete within 3 turns for 700 jewels. So let's do this. Again, I think its level is low enough that we can still use Kairi B without much consequence. So now it's plus 9. Again, you could just overwrite it with a stained glass metal or with the Supernova Attack of Kairi A or HD Xion. So either or works. Oh, see, now it's only healing 1. It's healing 1, but it's giving us plus 500 metal strength buff. Cake. All right, so 700 more jewels. Really, I feel like it's just going to be that last round that's going to be really hard. Maybe even round 6 might be really hard. But we'll see. We'll give it a run. I feel like I'm not looking at the camera enough, so I gotta make eye contact every once in a while. Yo, we have 21 people watching right now. That's some good stuff. If you haven't said hi already, by all means, just stop by, say hi. I want to see who's here and just kind of give little recognitions from here and there. Whoa, wait. Time out. We have a condition. Only special attacks requiring 1 or more gauges allowed. Well, that's an easy fix. So, if anything, we just keep the Kairi there because what we need her for is her Supernova Attack. And Supernova Attacks are not restricted. We put that Kairi there. We look for any imitation metal that has a gauge cost of 1 or more. And then we just do that. So the Kairi is not going to activate, but because we have a Supernova medal, or I'm sorry, a Copycat medal. Wait a minute. Imitation with gauge cost 1 or more. There we go. So look at all these medals you can use. Piece of cake. So you can use Kingdom Hearts 3 Demix. You can use Key Art Sky, Key Art Bonds, Key Art Beginning. You can still keep the Kairi in your setup. You can use Kingdom Hearts 3 Lee. You still keep the Kairi in your setup. Like that. You know what I mean? It's not a trick. It's not a trick. You just gotta have some big brain plays. Piece of cake. Mage of Blood, what's up? How's it hanging? First time I've seen you in the chat. Hello. Okay. So this should work. This should be fine. Yo! Wait, is this... Are they trying to make it look like it's based off of Final Fantasy 15? Because this looks pretty sweet. I'm actually really digging it. It's just a reuse screen from the Summer Adventure Challenge. But like, yo, this looks so good. All right, what do we got? So it starts with plus 12, upright buff, and reverse defense buff. So overwrite with Kairi. Activate the Kingdom Hearts 3 Lee, which gives us the Kairi buffs. Tap here, tap here, tap here. We use Kingdom Hearts 3 Kairi B's Supernova Attack, which only does 1 HP recovery, so no problem there. And then we proceed to go ham on the rest of this enemy. Easy. Alright, Umbra, question. Is it worth working on the Tier 8 Sephiroth EX Plus or HD Vanitas EX Plus medals? I have a stack of Tier 8 Blue Fairies. No, not right now, because the only reason you should work on those is just for sub-slot reasons, but I don't think even that's a powerful enough reason to pour in a bunch of resources to it. It's not upgradable right now, so it's not a problem. Jay, you need the Lee Copycat medal. Oh boy, yeah you do. Oh yeah you do. Either that, Angelic Amber, Kingdom Hearts 3 Demix. You do need a Supernova Copycat medal though. I'd highly, highly recommend it. Highly. Jason, just ignore Sephiroth and Vanitas EX Kai for the timing. Yeah, absolutely. Kanye, I'm at a crossroads because Stained Glass Xion for me is level 100. Trait's done. But I got other medals like her 7-star, but I didn't touch that medal yet. I'm not really sure. So what's the question? So word it as a question and then I should be able to help. Jason, like, sure, there's a chance they can upgrade to be Supernova Plus in the distant future, but that's a long time from now. Yeah, we don't know when it's going to happen. So the thing is, if you're pressed for resources, don't worry about things that don't exist right now. It's going to be my phrase. Like, yes, it could exist in the future, but otherwise, if you don't have the resources to maintain it, like if you don't have the storage space, if you don't have, like, Mickey and Brooms, if you don't have that stuff, don't worry about things that don't exist, essentially. Jay, my strongest copycat medal is the old Xion, 7-star. Ooh, alright, you definitely need a Supernova one. What do I do? So are you asking if you should buy the stained glass medal? Do I read the Discord? I haven't checked it just because we're streaming right now. Alright, let's take a look. Yeah, so I'm in the Discord right now, but I don't see anything. I see your post about Pirate Sora, but that's it. So I don't see anything else, unfortunately. Yeah, you could totally post it in the Discord. That way, even if I can't look at it right now, the other party members are able to. Alright, complete within 3 turns. Let's see what we got. So it's level 4,000 now, so it's pretty hefty. Only special attacks requiring 1 or more gauges. That's fine. And then we can do this. Okay, so you posted the picture. Let's take a look. Yes, so what's the current problem? Because right now it's just a tier 8 6-star version, which is not very helpful. So what you're going to need is 6 7-star copies, which is a lot more to ask for. Because like on top, okay, so you need the 6-star copy, which you have right now. You need to evolve that to 7 stars using 5 tier 8 blue fairies. So then on top of that, you need 5 more of the exact same medal to bring it up to Supernova. So unless you have the resources for it, I would hold off and not even worry about the stained glass metals. Like what I'm doing. I don't have the resources to just buy a bunch of the stained glass metal banner. And I think it's bait. So I am not going to use them. Like there's no point in me using that 6-star version. Jay, I don't know how to feel. I tried the KR21 Mercy. For my Mercy pull, I got a second UF Sora. I wish I still had more trait medals for him. See, that's why I just can't do the one of Mercies. Or one in X amount of Mercies. Because it's like, if you don't get what you want, you're screwed. And you're out jewels. That was 3 extra attack traits that you could have bought. You know what I mean? So it's like, no Mercy, no go. Alright, so at round 6, it starts with a 20-hit blue counter. It still absorbs magic damage, and then it starts with 15 upright and 15 reverse defense debuffs. So right over that, and then copy, pinch, pinch, pinch. Oops, I forgot to activate my Kairi B. We'll activate the next round, that's fine. Alright, so key R21 does decrease count, which can be important for recovery buffing. So odds are by next round we'll be able to recovery buff, just from the sheer number of attacks we're getting off there. Alright, so it knocks us out, and then increases its buffs again. Okay, so right now it's at a defensive setup that we just can't overwrite. Well, I guess we can. We still have our Kairi A activation. Oh, I activated the Lee last time. That's what happened. Okay, so I can activate this Kairi now. And then activate the Lee. Poke, 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 poke. Messed up, didn't activate the Kairi B. Heals only 1. Irrelevant damage. And then with the activation of KR21, that should reset our... Oh, well, I guess it knocks it out first. But it would have brought the countdown enough for it to knock us out. We come back with recovery buffing and then continue to attack it. Jason, having UF Sora is great. I mean, look how much he's used for cheesing events, but ouch, the lack of traits. Yeah, lacking traits is just, it can be really damaging. And that's why I think this Moogle Shop thing is great, because you could buy traits now, but alternatively, they're expensive. So it's like, ugh. Why don't you just give us the ability to buy traits from, like, I don't know, even if they released the 1500 jewel avatar board for 5 traits thing. If they did that, that'd be beautiful. That'd be excellent. I'd love that. But no. Umbra, what Keyblades do I want to see in Union Cross? I really want to see End of Pain. Ooh. End of Pain. That's a 358 over 2-1? No, it's not. No, it's not. What is it? Dream drop distance. There you go. That's what it is. Oh my gosh, I gotta touch up on my Kingdom Hearts knowledge. What would they... I think End of Pain would be a really solid tri-colored reverse Keyblade. That'd be pretty sweet. Let's see. Jay, I think it might be I got Ultimate Form Sora as a consolation since I have weak copycats. Oh, hey, but at least you've got that tech utility of plus 1500 upright strength. Kanye, I have the blue fairies to evolve the medal, but I can't add the duplicate 6-star medal that I have because of the max level. Because of the max level. I can't add the dupe 6-star medal that I have because of the max level. Oh, so okay, so what you do is if you evolve it to a 7-star version, then you get the option to evolve it again with 5 7-star copies to make the tier 9 version. So right now, unless you have 6 copies of that stained glass, I wouldn't even worry about it. I wouldn't even touch it, because without those extra copies, it's just another medal. You know what I mean? It's just another medal that's out of date. So to make it Supernova is what's going to keep it relevant, but if you don't have the resources to make it Supernova, which again, starting from where you're at, you're going to need 5 tier 8 blue fairies, And then you're going to need roughly 18,000 jewels to pull from the new banner, the stained glass banner, to get 5 more 7-star copies. So unless you have those resources and are willing to spend them, I wouldn't worry about it. Kakafan, yeah, the traits should have been at most 2,500 or a lot of our money for it. So the traits should have been limited to the number you could buy in a certain amount of time. So if it was like you could buy 5 traits every week, sure, that's fine. If you could buy like extra attack once a month, strength plus 1,000 5 times a month, paralysis resist 10 times a month, something like that. If they put some sort of cap on it, that's okay. I think it would make it a lot more balanced if there was a cap on how many times you could buy each trait. However, because they don't have that, because it's just a straight up free-for-all money grab, like, the top players are just going to be just superiorly overwhelming, like, just ridiculously overpowering. Thus ensuing the Keyblade War. Jason, not gonna lie, I do miss trait boards, but rolling all bad traits, it is. It's definitely painful, but when you think about it this way, so 5,000 gets you 1 trait of your choice, or 4,500 gets you 15 traits. So that's my thought on it. I personally would probably want the 15 trait rolls over 1 specific trait. Because hear me out, in 15 traits, you can get a lot of stuff. You can get ground, aerial, extra attack, and strength plus 2,000, as opposed to just 1 ground trait, as opposed to 1 aerial trait. So I would probably risk that gamble more than I would just picking 1. Because at the same time, let's say you get extra attack, but then it doesn't have ground on it. Or let's say you have ground, but then it's missing strength traits. So there's a trade-off for sure. But when you're a whale, it doesn't matter because you spend the money anyways. Kanye, I got stained glass tier 9. Congratulations. That's good because it's an overwrite medal, so it actually has a place in today's meta. Supernova Kingdom Hearts 3 Ventus. How did you get that? From what banner? Let's see. Kakafan, there's actually people at the Area 51 raid. What? Didn't everyone know that was supposed to be a joke? Oh my gosh. The problem with meme culture nowadays is that if you goad people into doing it, they'll do it. You know what I mean? I could tell everyone there's $1,000 at the bottom of the Grand Canyon if they jump off it first, and people would probably do it. Like, that's ridiculous. Memes are not meant to be replicated in real life. Except, like, yeeting. Yeeting's kind of funny, but it could get dangerous really quickly. Umbra, I get the feeling that even whales won't be spamming 5k jewels for perfect traits when that can be used for new medals. So, my thought on that is that what they'll do is that they'll perfect medals they already have, because buying the banners gives you trade medals inherently, but that might not get you everything that you need. So let's say I did a 5-pull Mercy and I got Key R21. So I had 5 traits for it. Likely one of them, maybe 2 of them are going to be good. And then I just fill the rest of the slots by spending 15,000 jewels to complete it. So by spending 30,000 jewels, you'd have a perfect medal. So that's my thought on it. 30,000 jewels for a whale is nothing. That's like $200. People have dropped tens of thousands of dollars on this game. So that's not that. I really don't think it's outlandish. And then on top of that, VIP is 4,400 a week. And then if you buy Jewel Box E, which big whales already buy Jewel Box E inherently, it doubles the daily amount of jewels they can earn. So regular players only earn 300 jewels every day from the daily quest. So that's like, that's these guys right here. So this daily quest, completing these for us as a non-Jewel Box E buyer is only 300 jewels. But people that buy Jewel Box E, it's 600 instead of the regular 300. So there's a lot of jewel revenue that whales are able to get. Oh, yeah. Jason and Kanye, good call on the Kingdom Hearts 3 Ventus. Yeah, that was my mistake. That's good, though. That's good, though, because the medals you want from that banner are Kingdom Hearts 3 Ventus, Ultimate Form Sora, and KR21. But that's still a 40% chance of getting a Kingdom Hearts 3 Lee or a Blitz Form Sora, which is just not in the cards. Q-Dog, what's up? How's it hanging? Welcome to the stream. We are 26 people. That's amazing. I think that's actually the highest viewer count I've ever gotten on one stream. If the highest video I ever had was only 26 views, I'd probably be pretty sad. Okay, so I forgot to screenshot that we got the white mushroom. I screenshot every time we get the white mushroom because I want to make sure I'm keeping a good track in my head. Alright, so let's finish this big bonus challenge. So let's see. It should have a new description. So this sea monster absorbs magic attacks and greatly lowers your strength while boosting its defense. So we should probably have an overwrite medal. And the only overwrite medals that cost more than 1 gauge are the foreteller ones, the previous foreteller ones. So we'll do that. It's tier 8. Here, here, here. Here, here, here. And then... So what's the play here? What's the big brain plays here? So maybe this setup would work. Because I'm sacrificing damage right now. Gula. Because then I have to think about my gauges too. Because none of these have like a decreased gauge cost. So we could do this. This might work. Let's actually put our Axel with the SP downscale. Since we're not using it in front of the Sora anymore. Okay. So this is going to consume... How many gauges do you consume? Gauge plus 2. So it consumes 2 gauges, effectively. Then this only consumes 2 gauges, effectively. Oh, but then... Oh, yeah, no, we don't have to worry about this Kairi. It doesn't absorb power. So that's fine. That gives us our buffs. So the overwrite plus the Kairi A, make sure we get our buffs. This Kairi is for the plus 5,000 on the upright metal strength. Ultimate Form Sora for damage and upright metal strength. This copying KR21 for recovery buffing and upright metal strength. Okay. This should work, theoretically. I know that tier 8 does decrease count. So we got to see what the count is originally before we can really make the call. Let's see. Q-Dog, Moogle Shop traits are a touch too expensive. It's a good or a bad thing, to be honest. Like, let's just take a look at my my Sora and Riku Tsum Tsum medal. So if we go to that medal, which is getting really powerful, I'm missing ground and extra attack on it. So this medal's never coming back. We don't, or at least we never know if it will come back. So paying 10,000 jewels to make this a ground and an extra attack could be worth it in the long run if the medal is good, if it has sustainability, if it has like long time use. But my main gripe is that whales will have perfectly traded medals, which makes a big difference when it comes to rating. It makes a big difference when it comes to like passing PvE content. And my concern is that as more people are able to clear the quest because they're willing to spend money to get good traits, is the inherent difficulty of all the quests going to go up? Because if it does, that really screws over free-to-play players that just aren't as lucky and don't have the right traits. So if free-to-play players can't pass the content, it effectively eliminates them from being able to enjoy the game. That's my thought on it. And that's like the concern that's in my head right now. Let's see. Q-Dog, struggling with whether or not you want stained glass. I wouldn't, to be honest. If you don't have already like 3 or 4 copies of the one that you need to Supernova, I wouldn't do it. These flash sales are usually bait banners. Kakafan, yeah, I was looking at the Snapchat maps and Twitter stay caught up with the memes. Oh, please, people, go home. Go home. Don't get yourself hurt. Don't do illegal things. Like, what are they looking for? Aliens? What if they find them? So what? Like, what difference does it make in the world if you find what you're looking for? You know? Like, Meme culture is improving the sanity of people that need a de-stressor, but it's decreasing the overall intelligence of the universe. Umbra, quick question. What skill should I give my tier 10 Envy? The only trait I have on her is extra attack. Okay, so this is a very good question to ask because one, because it has extra attack, that gives you the ability to give it second chance and have it act as your main buffer. Now, there are a few concerns about this. One, only the Supernova Attack does HP recovery. The metal does not recover your HP. So the concern number one. Concern number two is it only restores, I believe, 8 total gauges with extra attack. So if your setup requires like a higher gauge cost, it might be worth it to still do Kairi A plus Envy. However, if you can make a setup that uses less than 8 gauges, then you can give it second chance. And then the HP recovery is still a problem though. So I personally, right now, as one of the few tier 10s that's out right now, I'd probably give it an attack boost 10 max skill. But because you don't have ground or aerial on it, if you use second chance, I could understand that too. And then just put more damage outputting metals. I'd have to see more of your setups actually. Like, it's a good question to ask because it's kind of difficult to answer. But overall, I could see it swinging both ways based on the rest of your metals. Kakafan, the VIP offer for the Moogle Shop isn't bad since it's only 1,000 jewels. So, it's not bad. But that's because right now it's strength and defense. So we don't know if they're going to change it in the future so that extra attack is only 1,000 jewels, which is going to be just nasty broken. Just nasty, disgustingly broken. Q-Dog, I actually think they're periodically discount a couple of the Moogle Shop traits. They're only discounting them for VIP, isn't it? Because I bought VIP this week, so it's hard for me to tell. Let's see. Because it's actually not in the notice. Yeah, here's the Moogle Shop. And that's it. That's all it says. They should really give more information about this Moogle Shop thing. Like, I'd be YouTubing. Yes, just VIP. Yeah. So it's like, ugh. So you're saying if I spend $15 US dollars, not only am I getting free metals, free gems, free in parentheses. So not only am I getting a medal, gems, jewels, avatar parts, unlockable farmable missions, you're also going to decrease the cost of me buying traits from the Moogle Shop. See, that's just inherently so pay-to-play focused that I think it's disgusting. I just think it's bad taste. I'm not a fan of it. Like, they really should have, like, from the business perspective, I get it, because they're making more money, and that's really, at the end of the day, what corporations care about. But from a player standpoint, it's just kind of like, why you gotta dog free-to-play players like that? You know what I mean? Like, what are the free-to-play players getting? That's my concern. It's just like, this game's getting very money-hungry again. So I talked about this in a previous video where it's like this up and down sinusoidal wave of like, oh, the game's really, really good. Oh my gosh, it's starting to become really, really bad. But hey, it's getting really bad. And then it's getting bad again. It's like, ugh. Q-Dog, they're only discounting strength and defense traits for VIP. Maybe it's just this. I thought it was weekly. I thought they're rotating it. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do a half-cost Moogle quest event or something like they do with storage. No, I don't think they're going to. I really don't. Because it's just like, why would they discount it if people are willing to pay that much? You know? That's my concern. That's my concern. Maybe it's unfounded concern. Maybe it just doesn't exist and I'm just complaining. But that's my foresight. You know what I mean? Not just where we're at right now, but where we're going to be in the future. Okay. All right, so let's finish this big bonus challenge. End rant. Every time I feel like I get very upset very easily when it comes to things about this game, because it's just like I love this game so much, and then for them to feel like they're dogging me is just not a fun feeling. Not a fun feeling at all, friends. All right, let's give this a run. So recovery buffing should work here. And then we also get our Kairi A activation. Whoa, look at all these ships. The Leviathan really did some work. All right, so let's see here. It's a 15 count. It starts out with a lot of buffs. Here, here. Tap with the Kairi, tap with the Kairi, tap with the Kairi. Activate Kairi B. Ultimate form Sora. Another ultimate form Sora. TR21. TR21. Okay. So we actually kind of goofed on our buffs. Because we should activate the Kairi B when we're capable of... Okay, so we actually got to restore our gauges too. Because our gauges aren't high enough right now. Let's see. How do we play this off? So let's do a quest to restore our gauges. Because right now we only have 7/20 gauges and that's not enough. So if we hop into the special one. And then just do like... I don't know. Let's just do the SP Chip and Dale. Because all of the special events are free. You don't have to pay for them. And then what we want to do is we want to activate our Kairi A in succession. Okay, or they just get knocked out. Okay, well, we messed up. Because we're not activating our Kairi A. But yeah, what we want to do is with this free quest that costs 0 AP, we want to restore our gauges so it's at maximum. So that way when we go into the quest, we're at least going in with maximum amount of gauges. So let's hop back in, make sure we get our gauge restoration up to maximum. That's what we need. Actually, no, this is fine because the math works out. So the Ghoul only costs 2. The Axle only costs 2. The Kairi A restores 10. So this actually works. So let's go here, here, here. Let's see. Q-Dog. For what it's worth, I think everything in this game is way too expensive. Yeah, to be honest, I can't even, like, disagree. Which is very, very upsetting. Let's see. Do we still have a Supernova Gula that we can borrow? Supernova Gula might not be a bad thing in this case. And you don't affect counts, because I didn't see the count go down for this one. Count +2. It actually increases count. Okay. So let's see how this works out. Okay, so we have our second chance. We have the Kairi. So between the Amber and the... Does it have extra attack? This one doesn't have extra attack. We should have one. Here it is. Noxbrand. Yeah, Noxbrand's one has extra attack on it. Okay. So between the Gula with extra attack and then the Amber with extra attack, that's -12. And then... the Kairi A and then the Kairi B, that's -15. But then +4 from the Gula and the Axle, copying the Kairi. So if I had another Gula here, where Ultimate Form Sora is, that actually work out. The math works out for that if we had a Gula with extra attack on it. Because right now, what we need in that last slot is something that both does damage and lowers count. So let's see. What can we do? This might work. Let's give this a run, actually. There's something I want to try with this. Am I just using Kairi B for her Supernova? Yes, because plus 5,000 is a very relevant amount. All right, so we'll overwrite. Activate the Axle, which activates the Kairi. Tap here. Tap here. Tap here. Let's see. So that's -12. Okay, let's give this a run. So I don't want to bank too much on this. I should probably bring one of these Supernova attacks. Just to do extra damage here. And lower the count a little bit more. So this should bring it down to 3. And then the Ghoul and Axle brings it up to 5. And that's going to give us enough leeway to do recovery buffing. Okay. So Gula overwrites the buffs. Axel restores our gauges and such. Kairi A taps. Kairi B taps. Kairi B taps again. Activate Supernova Kairi B. And Supernova of... Does this count plus or minus 0? And Supernova effective Gula. And then proceed to attack. And then this should lower the count enough for it to knock us out. We activate our recovery buffering. And then we just go again. Counter attack. Okay. Activate the Gula. Activate the Kairi. Tap, tap, tap. And then... From here, it's just about damage. At this point, all we want to do is just squeeze out as much damage as possible. Done. Umbra, I think I'll just save my jewels and get a potential Dark Form Sora medal in the future. The form showed in the Remind trailer. I'm a fan of dark-based attacks. Okay, yeah, absolutely. By all means. Your jewels, especially as a non-pay-to-play player, should be doing what makes you the happiest, in my opinion. If it doesn't make you happy, and you're playing a free-to-play game as a free-to-play player, like, if it doesn't make you happy, why are you doing it, you know? Otherwise, you're just setting yourself up for punishment. Alright, so there's the Leviathan title. Piece of cake. Cool stuff. Oh, and 1 minute before the raid. Alright. It is raid time. What's the HD Gula EX plus for? So Gula overwrites. Meaning that no matter what the enemy's defense is at, no matter what our buffs are at, it's going to bring it to that +7 for us and -7 for the enemy. And that's just important because the enemy continually, every turn, buffs its defense, general defense, upright defense, and reverse defense. So having that foreteller medal there, the foreteller EX plus medal, overwrites it, and then we get the Kairi A activation. Alright, so it's raid time. So this is the part where I expect a lot of people to go to sleep, go home, do something else. But if you want to hang out and talk, we're going to be doing the raid. Because what I want is not to pay 90 AP for this quest, but what I want is Sora and Riku trait medals. So I need to grab a pen. Oh, that's convenient. There's a pen right here. So I need to grab a pen and keep track of my raid bossing. Ugh. Is he better than Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi? So Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi EX Plus, the problem is that she costs 0 gauges. So because she costs 0 gauges, you can't use her in the Leviathan event. Oh, wait, that's not our setup. This is our setup. Alright, and then let's grab Alisa's beautiful Ultimate Form Sora, if I could find it. There we are. Alright, time to raid away, y'all. So, by all means, this is a time for us to talk. So, if anyone has any questions, any concerns, any topics you want to discuss, anime, video games, Kingdom Hearts, what you had for lunch today, by all means, this is the time. Otherwise, it's just a farm hour. We are just farming for trait medals for Sora and Riku. And then after this, we have to make our trait video. Yes. Yes? Maybe. Oh my gosh, the load time is crazy. Okay. Oh, good gravy. Let me turn off my PS4. It's actually been on this whole time because I was watching anime on Crunchyroll before we started playing Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Ah. So after this raid hour, I'm definitely gonna hit the hay. Alright, so we start off with a Mickey and Minnie VIP medal. Or VIP medal. A Mickey and Minnie trait medal. Ugh, I can't access this post-it note with the microphone in the way. Alright. Let's just tilt it. There you go. We need this to be faster, though. We really need this to speed up. Sora and Riku Tsum Tsum are VIP only? Yes, they are. Do I think there's any chance of Dark Form Sora being a reverse metal? Potentially. Yeah, I could see it. Anti-Form Sora ended up not being a reverse metal, but I could totally see, I could see it. Sasha, anime on Crunchyroll? I was actually watching The Office through Crunchyroll. Kanye, is it okay if I get an invite to the party? I have to see if there's open space. That's the one thing. I have to double check if there's open space. Because lately people have been asking to join. Alright, so this time around, we get not just the trait medal, but we get the actual medal. So that was raid number 2. Q-Dog, the medal itself is only VIP, but the raid boss will drop trait medals. Yes, that's true. So if you just want to fill your album, you fill it with the trait medal. The trait medal's enough. Alright, so we've got to post a lot of stuff on the pages about how I cleared these events. Sasha, that makes sense. Dwight is the ultimate tsundere. Q-Dog, Dwight is Yazora. Yo, that'd be such a twist. That cameo, though. Alright, y'all. So while we're just sitting and discussing, I really need this overlay. I really need this to work because I want your chat to be in the video. So I need an overlay where it's like the part below my camera is going to be the chat reel, and then the bottom part's going to be information about joining the Discord, about how to apply to the party. My gosh, I have a huge forehead. But yeah, so that's going to be the plan. Jason, raid hour, I'm asleep now. Night, dude, thanks for hanging out. If you're not in the Discord, join the Discord, because I'd love to see you on there more. Man, these Mickey and Minnie traits plaguing us. I be YouTubing, saying goodbye to Jason Umbra. So are those obtainable Tsum Tsum medals in the raid worth grinding for? So Sora and Riku is a good Tsum Tsum medal, and arguably it is the only good one. But my idea is that the rest of the goodness, the rest of the Tsum Tsum medals can make for great raiding medals. Because 1, they ignore attribute. 2, raid damage plus 40% as a trait can be very, very strong. So think about it this way. The special attack bonus for a tier 8 is 230%, right? Plus 40% makes it 270%. Plus 80%, which is 2 raid traits, makes it 310. So that's reaching almost tier 10 guilt levels or special attack bonus levels with 2 raid traits. Now think about it, even if the multiplier is low, if you have 5 raid traits on a Tsum Tsum medal, that's plus 200%, bringing that tier 8 at 230% to 430% special attack bonus on top of ignoring attribute, only costing, I think it's 1 or 2 gauges. Did I activate the Kairi B? I did activate the Kairi B. So I can see the Tsum Tsum medals as being really great raid medals, especially since they're farmable. So that's my thought on it. I think the normal Tsum Tsum medals, and they're also great subslot medals. They still count, if you evolve them, they still count as tier 8 subslot medals. So if you're raiding normally, like by all means, you're getting free stuff along the way. But for me, that's my goal, is to make the Tsum Tsum medals raid medals. Because if I can make them raid medals, it's just nasty broken raid setups. So as long as you get the buffs off, nasty broken raid setups. For free. For free with the trade-off for effort, you know what I mean? Nothing's ever free. You have to invest your time in it. Jay, yeah, I dropped some already since I'm free to play. It's extra baggage, just like those TVA trade medals. Yeah, If you don't want to invest the time, I'm not going to tell you to invest the time. I don't think it's so broken that you have to do it, but I'm just saying you can use it. It's an option for you to be able to use it. And having choice is good. Being able to choose is good. But that's my thought on it. By all means, feel free to agree, disagree. Kakafan, I wish they would do this type of rating event more often. Yeah. Yeah, this is great. I mentioned in my player survey, they need to give us more free medals. They don't have to be broken. They just have to be free. Wait, do raid damage plus add to the special attack modifier just like that? I thought they multiplied all the damage the metal did additively. What do you mean? Percentage is inherently a multiplier. And we did a previous video analyzing illustrated Kingdom Hearts 2 Kairi, and raid damage does stack. So if you get a 40% raid trait, I gotta mark that down that we beat this boss. If you get a 40% raid trait and then another 40% raid trait, it's effectively 80%. So it's not stacking where it's 40% and then the next one's like 40% of 40 kind of thing. No, it's all additive. So having 5 raid traits makes it plus 200. And then on top of that, having a pet trait of 100 makes it plus 300. They don't add to the special attack modifier, but I'm just using it mathematically. Right? Does that math still work? It should still work. Now I gotta test it. Or at least I gotta get a piece of paper and crank out the math. So you're saying if it does like 100 damage, it's doing 100 plus 40 damage. Which is, no, that's actually still correct. I'm not a math major. I wasn't very fond of calculus. Let's see that viewer count drop. I really don't think people wanted to see me raid. Yeah, it dropped. It's okay. This raiding thing is important to me personally, so I'm gonna do it. Kakafan, I'm also starting to wonder now that we can buy traits if we start to roll the desired traits, the less desired trait. I don't know. It could be. We really don't know if that's like their plan. Yeah, Q-Dog, that's the thing. That's why, like, I'm always an advocate for if you don't have traits on your medal, odds are your medal's gonna expire soon, you know? It's only relevant when you have traits on it, because having ground minus 60, aerial minus 60, it makes your medal last way longer. Just significantly longer. Umbra, what were my favorite characters out of this? I put Sora's mom in the list. So my favorite characters in the Kingdom Hearts universe, in no particular order, but I had to choose 5, are Sora, Roxas, Kairi, Aqua. Who else did I put? Riku? Because Riku had a great storyline. Riku is the Zuko of Kingdom Hearts. Let's see. I be YouTubing. LOL. Jay, I meant the Soul Riku Tsum Tsum medal is extra baggage. Oh, yeah. That is absolutely true. As long as you get 1 for your inventory, that's enough. But man, this past day, I did 2 raid hours, and I only got 1 Sora and Riku Tsum Tsum trait. So I might be pairing days 4 and 5 together. Q-Dog, math stream incoming, so we'll get all the viewers back. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I be YouTubing Sora. Dinner's ready. Sora? And then Sora's mom got swallowed by darkness. Q-Dog, wait, Master of Masters equals Sora's mom? Dude, that'd be crazy. Think about how that final battle would play out. Sora runs up to the Master of Masters, takes off the hood, and then it's just like, dinner's been ready for the past 3 years. Kanye, oof, I struggle with raid. Yeah, again, this game is really pick your battles. So if you can't do the raid, if you don't want to do the raid, don't do it. Don't do it if it ain't worth the time. Kakafan, my Pooh and Pals has perfect traits, but it's useless. Oh, perfect traits is an extra aerial, ground, and strength? Because, yeah, that's... The most relevant thing there is extra attack, because it's got the metal buffing. Oh, I was wondering, why am I able to pass this so easily without activating the Kairi B? It's because of the sub-slot multiplier that they did. Broken. Nasty broken. Raids are now broken. Courtesy of Kingdom Hearts update. Alright, so we got a Mickey and Pals trait. And we are 1/4 the way in. I be YouTubing. I can't complete Leviathan. Did you see the strategy that I put up? Or that we just did? Just now, actually? Because that's a gimmicky strategy. It's a gimmicky strategy that doesn't rely on just straight powerhouse in it. Actually, it's a mix. It's a mix of powerhouse and cheesin'. Because we used the Gula, which is arguably powerhouse in it. But really, we didn't even have the Gula. The Gula was a friend medal. We used the Angelic Amber with extra attack. Kanye, gotta head out? Alright, dude. Have a good afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are in this universe. The first time I found out I had international viewers, it blew my mind. I was like, what? There are people watching me from Peru? That was pretty sweet. Actually, I was like pretty flattered when I found out people watch me internationally. I be YouTubing. I lack the medals. Pretty new. Okay, yeah. Don't worry. You build that stuff in time. That stuff comes with time. It's not something that shows up right away. You should have gotten the draw tickets, though. So hopefully that's a good amount of free medal support. Oh my gosh, these multipliers are just disgustingly broken. Whew, gravy. Alright, so we're 9 bosses in, and no Sora and Riku trait medal yet. See, it's just like this. So maybe I should go to the Moogle shop and buy raid traits, because I can now. Sasha Ben International, there are places outside of America? Yeah, I know, right? It's like I learned it for the first time. When I studied the world map, there was just the United States of America. And then just lots of water. But no, I was really flattered because I was just like, I didn't know what my audience was. You know what I mean? It's kind of, it's humbling to find out there are people that are watching you from all over the globe. You know, like, hopefully what you're saying is good. And hopefully what you're saying is useful. So if it is, and it's helping someone somewhere out in the world like that, I think that's actually just really impressive. It's something to be really humbled by. So if I help someone out there in the world that's zero chance I'll ever meet them in real life because I used YouTube as my platform, that's great. That's helping people out like that is just, it's good stuff. It's good karma. I hope. It's good karma, but it's bad luck because clearly I am, clearly my luck as of late has not been in any sense of the word on point. If you saw my Ava traits, if you see my current Tsum Tsum, Sora, and Riku traits, whoo, buddy. Insert Persona 5 Sojiro, whoo boy. Alright, 10 raids in. And we got more trait medals, which is pretty sweet. It allows us to build more medals, but we, what we really need right now is Sora and Riku traits, because I really don't want to have to buy them. I really don't want to have to do that. I really don't want to have to do that. Q-Dog, I'm in Australia. See, that's King America? As in, like, kangaroo? Yo, I had a buddy that moved to Australia for like a year, and his photos scared the life out of me. Spiders, lizards, violent animals. I was just like, what are you doing over there? Yeah, spiders freak me out. If I had a big, long fly swatter, though, I would not be afraid of spiders. But because I have to step on them or run away from them, I heard the biggest spider in the world is able to swallow a human hand. Like, what? Think about this with a spider on top of it. That's, yikes. Kaka fan, that's when we learned about the dark shadowy place we could never do too. What do you mean? I'm all a little lost. Umbra, is it worth saving for Illustrated Terra A to upgrade to a Supernova? I only need 2 more, but I need to use it. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it for quite a few reasons. So, number 1, if you don't have access to the Sora and Riku Tsum Tsum medal, Terra is the only tier 9 upright blue medal that is able to decrease count, and decreases it by 13. So that can be very relevant to recovery buffing. Not only that, but you're already along the way. So you only need 2 more. You might as well keep them separate. Spend 50 joules on storage. That's not really a big of a problem. And on top of that, you know that Illustrated Terra A is upgradable. So it's more of a question if you have a bunch of medals and you don't know if they're going to upgrade that medal. But because it's a known fact that Terra A is able to be upgraded to Supernova Plus, I would save it. I would. Q-Dog, yeah, there's some scary spiders and then some scary looking spiders. Scary looking as in not poisonous, but they're scary looking? Or scary looking as in like, if I saw it in the middle of the night, I'd probably pee my pants. Is it that bad? Actually, no, I've seen them on Google Images. It is that bad. There was one image to this day that haunts me. So it's a picture of a toilet in Australia, and there's just a big spider in it. So now, whenever I go, I always take a look, just double check, make sure that there's no giant spider in there that's gonna murder me while I'm just trying to do my business. Like, nah, we don't want any of that. We don't want any of that. Oh, Lion King reference. Ha ha ha. I actually saw that like a month ago. The live action version. Sasha, big deal. I can swallow a human hand too. You can swallow one whole human. Are you the alien they're hiding at Area 51? Dang it. And now you're on my stream? Savage. Umbra, so what was my reaction to seeing a giant spider Heartless as the raid boss? I'm not super scared of that because I've got a glowing stick. I've got a glowing stick that is unable to... that it's so powerful it started a war. Let's just say that. Q-Dog, yeah, the bigger spiders just like to hide in dark places, including under toilet seats. They're okay, you just flush the toilet, and they generally get scared. Yeah. I've noticed that spiders are very easily scared. They're very easily scared, and they don't get very offensive with humans. Like, I feel like I rarely see spiders attacking humans. The most vicious spider that I've seen attacking a human multiple times is the spider in any Spider-Man movie. Like, they just really go in on Peter Parker's hand. Oh, hey, D-Legend is up. I just got a ping that he posted a video. Let's see. Q-Dog, I gotta head out, but have a good rest of the stream. Thanks! We'll be streaming for only like 30 more minutes. I hope I get... So I actually don't want the 100% raid on Riku and Tsum. So if you're gonna wish me good luck, wish it for my one Sora and Riku trait medal that it becomes either ground or extra attack. That is the energy I need right now. If this is like Dragon Ball Z and I'm collecting energy, I need all that energy to make that one trait be ground minus 60 or extra attack. Sasha, I never flushed the toilet. It's been backlogged for the past 5 years. What does that mean? Backlogged? I really hope you don't mean backclogged. Is it clogged with spiders? I hope not. Alright. We gotta double check something on our social media real fast. Okay, so my friend is still awake. So what we are going to do is send her a picture saying good luck. So if everyone in the chat can tell my friend good luck with her studies, I will send that to her as a Snapchat. So let's just get like a few comments in the chat saying good luck with your studies, and I will send that over to her. Matt, would I recommend full ray traits on Tsum Tsum medals or 4 ray traits? So I'd recommend either of the two. Because the good thing about extra attack is because it has the metal strength bonus, the metal strength plus 300. Extra attack could be good, for sure. So either full ray traits or extra attack. Whatever you can get your hands on first is totally okay. Alright, I'm going to take a picture of this. Thanks, y'all. Alright, so we're 15 raids in. And we haven't gotten a single Riku and Sora Tsum Tsum trait medal. Alright. Back to raids. Does anyone want anything they want to talk about for the next 30 minutes? Games you're playing? Particular foods that you've eaten recently that are good? Sasha, I'm not going to check the toilet. I'm most definitely not going to check that, no. Because you know what happens? It's just like, I check the toilet, and then the spider's on the ceiling. I check the toilet, there's an alligator in the bathroom, in the shower. I check the toilet, and then... What's his name? Goodness. I need some water. What did I have for lunch today? I had gyros. I love Greek food. Greek food, Mediterranean food. Global foods. I just love global foods. Come on, Sora and Riku, where are your trait medals? Right now, I have a pizza. I have a oven-cooked pizza right now. It's some good stuff. It's probably not good for me, so I guess I have to, like, run a few miles tomorrow playing Pokemon Go to make up for it. But it's a good pizza. What did I have to drink for lunch? I think I just had water. Ever since there was one stream, and it was like a friend that kind of encouraged me recently, but I cut down on my soda intake so that I just drank more water, and I definitely feel like more refreshed on average. So definitely drink more water. Cold water is way more refreshing than warm water, but water is just good for you. It flushes out your system, keeps certain things in balance. Too much water is bad for you, but like having like, what is it, 8 cups of water a day? It's fantastic. And you feel great, especially if you're drinking cold water. Man, cold water is so good. Cold, clean water is so good. Good for you. Good for your life. Do I still have the very old HC Aqua Medal? It comes in handy for Proud Quest. You mean the one that does random targets? I have all the Aqua Medals except for one. And one of my past audience members, Psycho, was able to identify exactly which one I didn't have. Alright. Raid number 21. And we are at no Sora and Riku traits yet. And we've got how much time? Like 30 minutes left. You know what the right play is actually? Hang on. I'll be right back. I gotta grab something. Alright, I'm back. So the correct play is for me to open up my free-to-play account and then simultaneously spawn the bosses so that I'm defeating 2 bosses really, really quickly. So that's actually the correct way of doing this. Because the whole point of that free-to-play account is to support my main account and to support my party with the Lux boost. Yes, I do have that HC Aqua. It was broken back in the day. It was nasty broken with a super high multiplier that did random target damage, but it didn't matter because there were a lot of quests that only had 1 enemy. So all the target damage would be going to that one. So nasty. So good. Right now, I subbed it out for the VIP Illustrated Goofy. That's what I use for like Proud Mode quests. What did everyone else have for lunch? If it is lunch. I don't know where everyone is in this universe, but... yeah. What did y'all have for lunch? And if you had it for lunch, would you recommend it? Oof. Alright. Raid boss 22 with no Sora and Riku medal. It's so weird. On day 3, I got like 6. I got like 6 Sora and Riku. I think I got 9. And now I've got none. Sad face. Matt, you also had pizza. Good stuff. Weapon, I'm PST, but since I work graveyard from 6 to 6, my sleep schedule's so messed up, I had McDonald's. As long as you had, like, only McDonald's once in a while is healthy for you. Everything in moderation. That's always the phrase when it comes to, like, health items. Everything within moderation. Would you recommend what you had from McDonald's? What did you have from McDonald's? Was it something good? Let's see. Umbra, I had 2 grilled hot dogs. Grilled hot dogs sound so good. With ketchup, mustard, and spring onions. What are spring onions? I'm not a chef, so I'm kind of like... Yeah. I'm kind of bad. I can cook a few things, but it takes me a long time. Let's see. And would you recommend it to the rest of the viewership? Matt, gotta do some jogging. Yeah, I'm gonna be playing Pokemon Go simultaneously, though, so... Win-win scenario. Just the 10-piece nuggets. Okay, that's not too bad. At least it's, like, white meat now, which is, like, healthier for you. But it is still fried foods, so... Everything in moderation, again, is the phrase. Jay, I had some leftover home-cooked beef tapa flakes and rice. Yo, that sounds really good. What am I eating? My gosh. That sounds really good. Alright, party. Forgive me. I'm about to spawn a bunch of bosses that's going to send you the help request. And I hope it doesn't wake you up. Alright, so that's 19 raid bosses with no Sora and Riku. Weapon, I would eat healthy, but my landlord's stove is broken for the past... What? How do you not fix a stove? That's important. That is important for making home-cooked meals. Alright. Now begins the struggle. If I could get even, you know, at this rate, if I could get one Sora and Riku trait medal, that's a win for me. Because I've gotten none in the first half hour of this raid hour. Hey, alright, we got a decent amount of medals in this one, but not the Sora and Riku that we're looking for. So that's 20, or I'm sorry, that's 20 raid bosses with no dice on the Sora and Riku. The thing is they're getting a new one, but it's taking forever to get here. My gosh. Alright, so this boss should be done soon. And then we activate the boss again in our free-to-play account. So no dice on this one either. So this is 21 raid bosses. Umbra, spring onions are very young onions harvested before the bulb has time to swell. I recommend spring onions in moderation as they have a strong aftertaste. They're also known as scallions. Okay, that's how I know them. These are not the medals I'm looking for. Wait, that's from a movie. That's totally a meme. This is not the same thing that I was looking for. I forgot what meme that is, though. These are not the blanks you are looking for. That's a meme. I know it is. It's just I can't recall it for the life of me. These are not the blank you're looking for. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Star Wars. Oh, yeah, weapon call. Good call. Alright, raid boss 22 with no Sora and Riku trait medal. Yes, great Star Wars reference. I was just like, why is it just not, it's just not registering for me. Even though I know the reference, it's like it was screaming in my head, but I couldn't get it. Alright, let's spawn this next raid boss so that my main account has another thing to attack after this. Another Sora and Riku traitless. Another raid boss without a Sora and Riku trait. My goodness. It's getting to that hour where I'm super, super tired. And I only get to have like 2 hours of sleep, actually. Let's see. Alright, so now my main account should have two bosses to attack right now. If it would load. Alright, so then in the free-to-play account, we hop back into the spawning mission. Let's see. Are the Sora and Riku Tsum Tsums only VIP and the traits from raids? So when you buy VIP, you also get, you get 5 traits. Sleep is important. It is. But I just need to wake up for a particular something, and then after that, I'm going to come back home and sleep. That was the plan. Alright, no Sora and Riku. Next one. Weapon. Sleep is for the weak if your sleep schedule is already messed up. That is false. But I'm going to tell myself that to keep me awake. Kaka fan, every gift shadow is only giving me event coins. I really feel like the Riku and Moogle medal is a myth. Like, it could be. I've gotten it, but like, I don't know. It's because I'm crazy. I played this game like a madman. Alright, still no Sora and Riku medal. And this is Raid Boss 25. 25 and no drop? That's crazy. I had one guy by the second day, he said he had 25 of them. And I'm just like, bruh. How do you have 25 when I barely have 3? You've gotten like 2 from them. Oh, wait, you're talking about the Riku and Moogle. I think in total from the events, like all of the ones combined, the event coins ones, I've gotten a total of 16 Riku and Moogles. No, 18. I got the 4 proc twice, or 4 times, and then I got a single proc twice. I be YouTubing, got like 2 Umbra. I feel the same Kaka fan. I only got a Riku and Moogle medal from the ticket draw. It's still 500 jewels. I mean, it's nice if you get it, but it shouldn't be expected. You know what I mean? Like, it's a nice bonus. The mission only takes like a minute. It counts towards your mission quest for the day. So, you might as well just do it kind of thing. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ruben, are you raiding right now? Oh, gravy. Shout out to Ruben, who is simultaneously raiding from across the world. I don't really know what to say. It's you just... Alright, that was Raid Boss 26 and no dice. Yeah, it takes a lot of cracking at it, and that's why I think they keep increasing the rewards for the event coins thing. So that way people have more incentive to play beyond the Riku and Moogle. So now, at the very least, if you complete the boards, you're getting free jewels, you're getting free tickets, you're getting more than the tier 9 sub-slots, which people are saying aren't really worth it, comparatively. But at least they're giving you more. So at the very least, you're able to cash in those event coins, which is really good. Alright, Raid Boss 27. Oh, I be YouTubing. You subscribed during the during the stream. Thank you. Alright. Raid Boss 27. And yet no Sora and Riku trait. I feel like I'm like on a desert island looking for water right now. That doesn't make sense. I feel like I'm in a desert looking for water. If I was on a desert island looking for water, I'd literally just have to walk to the edge of the island. We're smart sometimes. Sometimes. Alright, still no Riku and Sora and Riku Tsum Tsum medal. Kaka fan, don't forget about the inventory sale. Yes, don't forget about that. That's pretty important. That's pretty crucial, actually. Let's see. I need more inventory space on my free-to-play account. What can we get rid of? Let's check our evolve medals. Usually when it comes to getting rid of stuff, I usually get rid of experience medals and evolve medals. Yeah, I can get rid of this blue fairy. That's fine. It's not like I'm using them. Alright, back to rating. If it would load. We do have 3K jewels that can be used for the inventory sale. That's true. Honestly, it wouldn't be such a bad call to spend all of it on the inventory sale. It really wouldn't be such a bad call. Actually, it depends on how often you actually pull. But like using at least some of it for the inventory sale would be a really good idea. Personal opinion. Weapons. So how do the other Tsum Tsum medals stack in terms of their viability? I really think the tier 8s only survive in terms of being sub-slot medals and then as raid medals. Those are the only two scenarios where I feel like the other Tsum Tsum medals are even remotely good. Alright. What raid boss is this? This is going to be raid boss 30. 30 with no sign of a Sora and Riku trade medal. I can't wait for the weekend. Once the weekend comes, it's 5 AP. I can just spam the raid boss until I have no AP left. Ah. 15 minutes left, y'all. Can we get one Sora and Riku trade medal? We'll find out. Stay tuned to the next episode of Dragon Ball Z to find out. Alright, raid boss 30. No Sora and Riku. Umbra, I wish the game had a music box to change the menu and battle themes. That'd be fun. That'd be a nice little perk. It's nice that you can equip certain medals as your shared medal and change the background music for your screen, but at the cost of it being your shared medal. That's the only thing. Man, I can feel Nexel going insane. I just want this Sora and Riku to be good. How did I roll 15 traits and not get either ground nor extra attack, which are like the two most important traits on that medal? Alright, that boss is down. Raid boss 31. No Sora and Riku. Come on, Sora and Riku. Come on. Drop that trait medal. Kakafan, you're going to call it a night? Your poor eyes can't handle it anymore? Thank you so much for joining for as long as you did. I really do appreciate it. I hope you get the trade medals for them. Catch you in the next stream. Take care. Have a good night. Sweet dreams. Etc. Really, genuinely, thank you for joining. Truly. Extra attack doesn't stack. No, it does not stack in any sense of the word. So if you get 120 as well as the 40% one, only the 120 goes off. Umbro, that raid boss went down faster than Axel did against Sykes in Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, Axel. If only you were as useful as the game claimed you to be. They built it up so much that they were going to train him, and that he was going to be awesome. He was going to be a Keyblade wielder, and his Keyblade transformation was transforming into Chakra. I watched too much Naruto. Chakrams. Alright, raid boss 32. Nothing. And then he just got dogged, like, real fast. He had very minor significance in the entirety of that game. IB YouTube, and same with Kairi. Yeah. That's why when I was pulling for Kairi B, I was just like, man, they did Kairi so dirty in Kingdom Hearts 3. I was so mad. I was really expecting Kairi to be like the red mage of the party and just being so sick. But instead, she just gets dogged. So sad. Alright, Raid Boss 33 with no Sora and Riku. Boy, the RNG is really not favoring me here. I wonder if did they drop the rate? Did they change the rate because now I could just buy the trait? Did they do something dirty like that? That'd be kind of bogus. Does item drop perk really help for the raid one? You know, now that you say that, I actually had item drop perk before the stream because I changed my costume in the middle. You know what? Yeah, it's worth giving a run. I'm definitely willing to try the idea. Alright, 10 more minutes until I lose all sanity with no Sora and Riku trait medals. I wonder if item drop perk does work for raids. Red Mage, I kind of thought Kairi would come off as a magic knight. Are we still talking Final Fantasy terms? Because a Red Mage is a magical knight. Alright, 10 minutes left. I definitely didn't expect Kairi to be a paladin. That's for sure. Definitely not within that class. Alright, Raid Boss 34. No Sora and Riku trait medal. Oh my gravy. Let's go, game. We're on a clock here. Didn't know that. Yeah, so Red Mages in Final Fantasy, it's a character class where you have both offensive like slashing skills and stabbing skills, but you also have access to basic level magic skills. So you're essentially a jack of all trades when you're a Red Mage. You're not like super good at magic and you're not super good at tanking, but you can do a little bit of both. Alright, we got a Riku. I'm getting tired. We got a Mickey and Pals trait from Raid Boss 35. This is crazy. Like, I've gotten way more trait medals in a hour before. Maybe it's because I didn't have my item drop perk. I'm not sure. I am not sure, friends. Red Mage is like a lesser Onion Knight. Yeah, essentially. Hey, Weapon, congratulations on, congrats on your Sora and Riku trait medal. Just because I didn't get one does not mean I am not happy for you. I think a good basis for happiness for people is to not be jealous when something good happens to someone else. So I'm very happy for you that you got that. Especially if you don't buy VIP, and now you have it in your inventory. So that's super sweet that you get to actually look at the metal artwork in your inventory. Umbra, at this point, I see Sora as the closest thing to an Onion Knight. Because he smells funny? Alright, raid boss 36. Still no Sora and Riku. Matt, I'd give you all my assumed Sora and Riku traits if I could. I have no use for them. No worries, buddy. We'll figure it out. If it becomes super desperate, we'll buy the trait for it. And we're talking a level of desperation that's almost unheard of. Because the medal will be useful to me if I have it, and then I just won't use it if I don't. That's my ultimatum to the medal. What is this? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36. This is raid boss 37. Umbra. Nah, it's because the onion ninjas kept peeling onions near him. That's why he cried so much in Kingdom Hearts 3. Yes. That's why he cried. That was a really gut-wrenching scene, though, in the Keyblade Graveyard. I guess it was important for character development. Is that what they call the generic excuse for doing things nowadays? Oh man, this is actually really sad of like how many raids I've done and no Sora and Riku trait. Whew. All right. No Sora and Riku again, and it looks like our game crashed. So let's go ahead and restart that real quick. Weapon. I like to imagine when the Union Keyblades came up to Sora, the Starlight he rides on is ours as we play Kingdom Hearts 3. Yeah, why not? We don't know whose Starlight it is. It could be yours, could be mine, could be Ephemer's, could be anyone's. Actually, no, it can't be mine because mine's level 35. He's riding on the super generic level 15 or lower one. 4 more minutes left. Come on, game. 3 more minutes left. I think we only have enough space for 3 more raid bosses, and that's it. So we'll do one. We'll do one of ours, then another one of ours, and then we will do the free-to-play account one. Unless someone else defeats it within the time period. Okay. I think at this rate, just because of how slowly my game's been moving, I might only have two left in me. 2 more raid bosses left. It just depends on the speed of my internet and the speed of my phone. Umbra, anyone notices that the 3rd and 4th stage of Sleeping Lion kind of look like the Way to Dawn with the angel design only? Really?
The wait to dawn. You lose me a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. I might just be tired, to be perfectly honest. Alright, still no Sora and Riku as of raid boss 33. 33? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 38. Much sad feelings. Much sadder feelings that our internet is not picking up. Come on. Let us squeeze in one more raid boss. Alright, I think we got one more. Or potentially two more. We'll find out. Because someone defeated my free-to-play account raid boss. Alright, so we got this one. And then that might be it for us for tonight. Tonight? This morning? Yeah, I think that's it for us. Maybe our free-to-play account can spawn one more just by using AP. Let's see. EXP, special attack. Let's see what we can sell. Oh, we could sell these 5-star Huey Dewey Louie medals. Alright, raid boss 39. Nope, still nothing. And then I'll make the free-to-play account spawn one, and then we'll just go in and take it out. We still have 164 AP. Oh my gosh. Alright. We might as well just burn one of it right now. No. We'll do the event coins quest. That's the smart place to do the event coins quest. Because at the very least, we know we're getting something out of it. So we'll go here. And we're just going to auto this one. Switch to our counterpoint. And we'll borrow... There should be an Ava I can borrow. Someone had an Ava here. Yeah, why not? We could borrow this Ava. That works. Alright, looks like we have no dice on the, what is it, Gift Shadow or Golden Trichloma? I be YouTubing and Matt, sorry about the bad luck. It's okay. It happens. I was fully aware of the risk when I jumped into this. Alright. Now we wait. And then we spawn our free-to-play account boss in the main account. Whew, I gotta admit, I am definitely tired now. It's definitely starting to sink in. Alright, spawn the boss for my main account to take it down. Nice, we got the steel perk proccing off. Umbra, good luck with the Sora and Riku Tsum Tsum trades. Chances are you'll probably get what you need around the last minute. That's usually how it works. And again, I'll be raiding all weekend on top of the raid hours for today. So, no, we don't want to buy jewels. We don't want to buy jewels. No. All right. Let's get the Sleeping Lion up. And let's take out this last one. Alright, so this is going to be Raid Boss 40. So let's see. Let's see if 40 is our lucky number. 40 raid bosses and not a single one. Whew. I can't be dwelling on that for too long or it's just going to be sad. Alright, last one. Let's just no looker and maybe that'll work. I feel like I've abused the power of no looker too much. Yeah, it didn't happen. That's okay, y'all. I'm not too concerned. Alright. So that is the end of the stream. I gotta make a few posts. And then I'm gonna head off to bed, y'all. So let me go ahead and make sure that game's... Let's take a look at our inventory. What did we get after the end of this? Sort. Newest. So in the end, we got a bunch of trait medals. And then we got 1 Pooh and Pals, 1 Mickey and Pals, and 2 Mickey and Minis. Wow, that's actually really bad. Like, yeesh. This is pretty low. Where did we get these Wakas from? Alright, y'all, but like I was saying a little bit earlier, that is the end of the stream. Thank you all so much for joining. As always, if there are any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to drop them down in the comments below, and I'd be happy to answer when I have the time. Also, if you want to join, go ahead and join the Discord. It should be down in the link description below, and I'll be putting it in my overlay once I'm able to make one. But that is all for now. Thank you all so much for joining, and as always, until next time, take it easy.